sprint tournament. We'll be streaming the top 64, but everything will be on the site as soon as we put it there.
Yeah. Sometime later this week.
Wait, what?
No, it should be later today. But
later today.
Pat, in case.
The full results will be up at some point.
What we'll do is, after the tournament, we'll make all of your scrimmages, all the matches you played public, so you should be able to go to the scrimmages tab, and in addition to the scrimmages you requested, you'll also see all of the matches you played in during the sprint tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that. Do we have like a quick list of names who have made it to the top 64?
Sure, let's do that.
Should we put that somewhere? I guess.
So we got Citric Sky, Useless Spot Please Ignore, Exceptionally Average, Helium Inhalers, Kingsman, Deus Volt, Bullbot, Pigeon, Holy Land Principle, James X2, who won last year's sprint tournament, if I believe so, Move Bit, Get Out the Way, Volatile, Kryptonite, Dogma, Team Full of Burners, Alhambra, Battered Cod, Minecraft Thickies, Branch, The Team, Ninja Doggy, Gecko, Hand of God, Woper, Arnold Bot 2, a link to a YouTube video that I kind of now want to go to, but it's definitely a Rickroll. It's loading. MIT Internet is bad. We'll get back to you on that. Ninja Doggy, Tick Your Last Tack, something with too many emojis to pronounce. Didn't know you could put that in JSON. Hack Attack, Smite, who was a finalist last year, I believe.
Yeah.
I think Take Your Last Tack was top 32.
Yeah. A lot of familiar names here. Deus Volts, which is a different spelling of Deus Volt from above. Whatever. 64-bit, Please Go Easy, Whiz Boys, I Love Corn, Blue, No Problem, Could Go Wrong, the University of Auckland. I appreciate the formalism there. Triple C, Big Red Battlecode, Haha, Not Team Leader, Octagon, Hello World, Pow, Double J, which, Ecker, Remraf, Second Foundation, Code Olympians, Monad, and Unlimited.
Second Foundation.
Yes.
Does Foundation have a younger brother?
Foundation's Brian Shimanuki, right? Or
He was the zombie year.
before
He
my
did
time?
really well.
I think he does have a younger brother.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god, my internet is slow.
Okay, anyways.
Oh, I'm on
It's definitely not a Rickroll, though. It's only 16 seconds long.
Yeah, it's worse than a Wickroll.
All right.
I'm
Well,
going to make the guess.
anyways. Okay, so the first match for us today is between who?
Citric Sky and Useless Spot Please Ignore. Citric Sky is going to be red, and Useless Spot Please Ignore is going to be blue.
Alrighty.
We didn't think this through.
What?
Oh, you're not connected to the internet.
No. No, I don't know. Oh god.
It's fine. We do have internet here at
Okay.
MIT, but only sometimes.
Okay, I pasted it in. You don't see it yet, but that's in a loop. Nope, that's the YouTube link.
We could stream the YouTube.
We
link.
can stream the. We do
let's
not want to stream the YouTube link.
We don't want to encourage people to just put arbitrary YouTube videos in their team names, and then we'll just stream it for the
Nope,
world to
that's
see.
also still wrong.
That's true.
Okay, there we go. We got the replay.
Okay.
Excellent.
You could, I guess, preempt our replays, but...
Oh.
Alright, so again, Citric Sky is red, right? And who's blue?
Test bot, please ignore.
Test Spot, please
Useless
ignore.
Spot, please
or
ignore.
Useless Spot, please
Which
ignore.
I assume is also the same creator as Useless Spot Please Ignore.
Okay,
if you want.
so...
Yes, that was... Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, start. So, Red seems to be building some pilgrims and profits.
Managing its economy, we can
Yeah.
see that fuel for both teams is going up.
Right now, it seems that Blue has more carbonite, but it doesn't seem to be using it that much compared to Red.
We can increase the speed of the game. There's not much seems to be happening at the moment.
Oh, what a fancy viewer.
It is.
Anyways, alright, so it looks like they've got a couple of pilgrims per castle. Blue is a little bit
Blue is definitely going,
less,
trying to build more profits, but it doesn't seem to be expanding or...
Those are oh yeah, those are profits, you're right.
trying to build some profits, but it doesn't seem to be expanding or doing any econ. They're just kind of sitting there. And they're now on 5 carbon, so I don't know if they can actually do anything.
Oh yeah, rip. Okay.
I think this game is,
So
for the most part...
Blue is screwed. Can we speed it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue can no
once-
longer build units.
Once
so.
Red finds Blue, then it should be game over. If Red finds Blue.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Try to range
That was
it
a cool
failed.
swarm.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then boom.
And then blue dies.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Citrix Sky.
So Citrix guy won that match.
Oh wait,
Yep.
what?
Yep. And then we're going to have
Did
another.
someone have a question?
Wait, we may have no audio.
Oh, again?
Well, someone says.
Hi. It looks like there's audio input.
I think Iceglade, you may be having a problem. Oh, Iceglade can't hear me because they have no audio. Continue as normal. Someone else wants to put the camera on the top left.
Top left.
But it's only blocking, like, it's not even blocking anything. Like, it's just the sort of the turn cue here.
But there is nothing on the top left, so
Alright,
we
fair.
can just move it up there.
Alright,
Make
yeah.
people happy.
Iceglade figured out his problem.
Okay.
Good stuff. Okay. So now we have
Alright, we can
the next
continue.
one.
a new match.
Great.
In this turn, we have useless spot. Please ignore is going to be red, and Citrix Sky is going to be blue. So if blue wins, Citrix Sky will move on, and useless spot. Please ignore will be eliminated.
Oh, right, because it's a best of three. We
Yeah.
forgot to say that, but it's a best of three, as usual. Let me get out of your way, sorry.
Okay. Oh shit! It crashed. What? Yep.
Huh.
Just kill node and run it again or something.
Just reload the page.
All right, that's fine. Anyways, we put up the list of teams who made it to, like, the list of teams that we announced. Can we just put that somewhere so that
Yeah, we
people can back reference it?
Discord.
So did we find out what the YouTube video is of?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's
we
like
could.
some
Is there a
known
tournament
thing.
results
It's like-
channel in Discord? I think there was. Tournament updates, perhaps.
That seems promising.
Okay, I'm gonna kill
Oh,
it.
but anyone can post in that. Maybe we should.
Announcements.
Maybe we should. Yeah, I guess announce.
I would
well,
kill Clairvoyance.
announcement.
Hey.
Perhaps.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Maybe change the permissions of tournament updates and put it all there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And let's copy
Hope-
this
yeah.
guy.
Hopefully
to here.
that doesn't happen every time.
I think it might just be like this is a particularly heavy replay, which is our problem.
Try loading in the official replay viewer. See if that works.
How do I that again?
Battlecode.
Maybe just a bit, yeah.
Battlecode's docs. Battlecode.org/dash/viewer.
Replay.
Sorry, not
It's the
or
slash
slash
replay.
replay, not viewer.
Um,
Just spewing misinformation.
and then okay, I'll download it first. Okay.
Oh,
Should
are
be
you
able
in
to
Chrome?
Just drag it
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah, switch to Firefox.
Oh, does Clairvoyance not like Chrome?
Our engine is not like Chrome.
Oh,
No,
I see.
it's been working fine in Chrome for me.
Yeah, same for me, but just empirically from the Discord, it seems like some people have been having some problems with
Oh,
it.
all right.
Okay.
Is that the right game file?
No, it isn't. What?
Sorry, I'm laughing at the.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yep. Let's just do
Firefox
that.
first. All right. Neat.
I guess Firefox is lighter than Chrome? Question mark?
Sort of.
Firefox
Yeah,
is
well-
way lighter than Chrome.
Okay. Okay. So blue is Citrix Sky and red is
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what happens. So it seems like, for the most part, red isn't really doing anything with their pilgrims. They're just kind of
Hopping back and forth?
So
Yeah.
they're not getting any economy, which then leads them to
Yeah. And blue is very effective with their pathing to carbonite resources.
yeah.
Yeah. This was the bot that we were supposed to please ignore, right? Which one was it?
Red.
Which is easy. 'Cause it's not doing much.
Sad. All right, why don't you speed it up some?
Yeah,
We'll
let's
see how long it
go.
takes blue to find red.
It's interesting that blue
Oh,
is
yeah,
yeah, that was
Doesn't take that long.
all right.
All right.
Okay. So now
Congrats,
we're going
Citrix
on to the
Sky.
next
You
round.
have advanced to the round of 32.
Excellent. Okay, now we have exceptionally average versus helium inhalers. All right. Exceptionally average is going to be red, I believe.
Is inhaling helium bad for your health?
I don't think so.
Exceptionally average is red. Yeah.
I mean, if you like inhale too much and like suffocate, that's not good. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Okay. Yeah.
You could, I mean, yeah, you can die if you inhale nothing but helium, but
Mm.
I think it's hard to do.
Okay. So red is which one?
Red is exceptionally average.
All
Cool.
right.
Let's see. So it looks like
Oh, red seems
Let's
to
do
be
a-
better than
it's a creature
exceptionally
rush.
average.
red is
Wow, yeah,
Red is
no,
building
they just
creatures.
wiped out a
The
castle right
with the
there. That was
creature
pretty
rush, and it
quick.
looks like they're going to wipe out the others too.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, are they using
Yeah.
the...
Dang,
They're using,
wow, Preacher is such high damage, amazing.
and then they're just going to sit
They're
there.
biding their time apparently, or
I
they
I
got
think
lost.
they're probably stuck
Yeah,
somehow.
I think they don't realize that the castle is right there, but it doesn't seem to matter too much.
I
Because
mean, they'll win on the tiebreak,
Yeah.
if nothing else. But
it looks like the pilgrim is just sitting on top of the fuel.
no, but he's giving it to the castle.
I would
But
speed it
they-
up at this
they've
point,
no-
I think.
Well, there's quite the formation there by exceptionally average.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be facing against that. I think that's...
Yeah. It's funny too that the prophet,
Preachers.
the preachers start to go like in the exact correct direction and then just like go the other way instead.
I mean, I think they're like doing some bug nav thing and just realize their blocks are wait.
I don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
All right,
All
that's
right.
that.
okay.
Exceptionally average has performed above average, which would be a tie.
Yep. So we have a new game. This will be helium inhalers on blue, exceptionally average on red.
Is it up?
Sorry. Helium inhalers on red, exceptionally average. Yeah, it's updated.
Cool. Let's load, and let's see what we have here. Okay. I'm
All
gonna-
right.
So
Speed it up too.
it looks like
Oh,
Was that a church?
helium.
that is
Is
a
this
church.
helium inhalers as red?
Yeah,
but
helium
then-
No.
inhalers
Yeah.
is red. Yep.
So,
well,
did
they
a good
did
job establishing a church,
yeah.
but got a preacher rushed, and that was...
so.
that.
Yeah, but I think what they're doing is since they know it's mirrored, they're just going to the other
Right.
location looking for the castle.
Yeah, I mean the preacher rush is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah,
people
yeah.
have been doing that, I think.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, congrats, exceptionally average. You have advanced.
The building of the church was interesting.
I
They
don't
seem.
think I've seen that before.
Yep.
I don't think I.
It's interesting. In the previous match, we had pilgrims doing like really long pathing, and I would have thought there it would have made sense to
I
build
agree with that,
churches. But I guess in that match it wasn't really necessary because they weren't.
I think they
really
might
going
not have
against
seen
somebody.
a fuel source to build churches on, or like they might. The condition to build the church might not have been hit.
So we have a new replay. Kingsman is going to be red, and Deus Vult is going to be blue.
Kingsman. Any relationship to the movie?
I assume so.
I assume this is a team composed exclusively of Kingsmen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I wonder how
Oh.
they're taking the losses
Crusaders
that
at
they
the start?
incurred during the
Interesting.
second movie.
Hey, we haven't seen Crusaders yet.
So
Just
Deus
kinda
Vult
doing a
does
bit of a
not
random
seem
walk.
to be doing
Yeah,
much.
let's just speed this up. It looks like random walk combined with doing nothing. Will any combat happen is the question.
Ooh, maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
Darn.
Yes, there are three castles, right? So the probability they annihilate
Yeah.
one of them.
They didn't run into each other.
Nope.
But red won on tiebreakers, right?
Yeah,
So,
red one on tiebreakers.
All right.
Because they have more unit health.
So the lesson
Congrats.
is just at least build something.
Yeah.
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 Is there a way to add team name labels?
To this?
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't look like it, but all right.
We can add it to our replay information in the future.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, let's get a new game in here.
Yeah.
Pop that bad boy in.
Can you like preempt games
Yeah, I'm gonna
into
do
the
that.
doc?
I think it's a good idea.
So we're on the.
This is
yeah.
why spring tournament takes 8 hours.
Okay, here we go. We got a new replay.
All right. Some people would like to see the bracket, but I don't think
We don't have it yet. We'll have
we
it soon.
Put up the infrastructure for that. Yeah.
Actually, I'll just put it in the basement.
Are you just gonna put the JSON?
Part of it.
Wait, just the top 64
Yeah,
so far.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. We're gonna.
Preference?
Yeah. Sorry, person who's requesting name tags. We don't have that. But
Not yet. We will have it soon.
We'll keep saying it. But I know
Okay.
some of you are in school and don't have audio on, so sorry.
So there are tournament results. There's a tournament results
We
channel.
can post it on the
I'll
Twitch.
I'll just put it in the chat.
Gonna
Yeah.
also steal another food.
All right,
So,
who's who?
So now we should have
I'll put
Deus Vult as red and Kingsman as blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Full
okay,
speed.
Blue.
Speed ahead.
I'm assuming it's gonna be random walk
Okay.
Crusaders
Red.
combined with nothing.
How do you spell Deus Vult?
DEUS.
VULT.
Oh,
I don't think the Crusaders were in range to see an attack, but
Yeah.
they don't seem to be doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Rip.
they're probably just configured to just
Excellent.
walk.
So, oh my god, I should have preempted.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
so much JSON. I don't know what to
Why do you
do.
preempt this?
Okay, here we go. Excellent. So here's more JSON.
Oh, we could have used a
Please,
face.
please preempt.
Josh, just put more of them in the Google Doc just in
That's a
advance.
good idea. Okay.
Well,
Alright.
these are public files. I guess it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay.
Excellent.
So what teams are these?
So these are Bullbot on red versus Pigeon Holy Land Principle on blue.
Okay. So
What pigeon something?
Got some effective
I'm gonna slow down.
Pilgrim.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a
Okay.
preacher
Oh,
rush.
Preacher Rush, yeah.
So blue did a preacher rush, and then now kind of just seems to be sitting.
And
Oh no,
Oh.
JK, blue won because
Blue
of the castle.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
preacher rush seems
Nice.
to be good.
And it was a split Preacher Rush, which is interesting. I don't think we've seen that before. Usually people keep their preachers together, but in this case...
I think one came from here and one came from here. Or
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean by a
Yeah.
split one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have requested that we stream at a lower resolution because it's been buffering every 5 seconds.
how do we do that?
I don't know, settings probably.
I'm gonna get. Is this
Okay.
the next one?
Looks like we're
It's either the
live
one you just
again.
played or the next one.
The resolution is still good
Did we just
enough
play the second one?
that you
Yeah,
can
we just played
tell-
the second one. So
No, we just played MM.
we just played MM. Okay, yes,
So-
that's the second one. Yeah.
Okay.
You said there were like 600 teams?
Yes, something about.
Okay. Oh, big map.
Big
Big
map.
map.
Kind of looks like a Rorschach test or ink blot.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like they're trying to do preacher rush again, but the
We've got
preacher.
a Preacher Rush on the bottom of red, for red, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like it's
it looks like the
effective.
preacher rush is. Yeah, looks like the preacher rush won.
We can still tell units apart, right?
Yeah. All right.
In the reduced. Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah, alright.
So congrats on winning to
Yes.
who was red in that one.
That was Bullbot, I guess.
Bullbot. Congrats, Bullbot, on going to the next round.
Sorry, no, that was Pigeon Holy Land Principle.
Oh, JK. Congrats, Pigeon Holy Land Principle.
We really should
Yes.
get names in these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have James X2 versus Move Bit Get Out the Way.
Alright, which
Who's
one
who?
is which?
got a
James
Crusader
X2 is going to be
Rush.
red.
James X2 is red. So James X2 looks like is building profits, whereas the other team is blue is building Crusaders. So blue got rid of a castle, which is
With their Crusader, it's true. It's a good
exciting.
unit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Victory for the religious zealots. I like it.
It looks like they're trying to send their Crusader. Oh, their Crusader died to
Yeah,
profits.
the Prophets are quite
Yeah.
powerful in large numbers, so...
I think a group of prophets probably defeats a group of preachers.
Yeah, because
It
preachers
de-
are slower.
It depends.
Yeah.
If they're sent in one by one, I'm convinced the group of prophets will beat the one by one preachers. I'm not convinced yet, mostly because I haven't seen it, that like a large mass of preachers.
It looks
is
like
going to lose to the
James X2 is
prophets.
mostly like hemmed in right now.
I do
they're
like
slowly building up Carbonite.
I do like the big econ game going on with all those pilgrims down in the bottom right.
Yeah. I mean,
he's really maximized those nearby resource tiles.
the thing, or like James X2 has a lot more fuel though.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a great opportunity.
Well,
for
because James
bartering.
James X2 hasn't moved.
Fair.
Or shot, yeah.
Yeah,
I think this is probably going to come down
I think-
to...
James X2's profits are a little lost.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it seems like he's making a circle and then just kind of turtling.
Oh, turtling. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe trying to win on the tiebreaker normally of the number of units, but in this case it's not going to work because he already lost a castle.
Looks like his profits occasionally die. Unclear why that is.
I think
I don't know.
health seems to be. There were a couple skirmishes earlier on, but yeah, it looks for the most part like they're either trying to turtle or.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of game left. Interesting.
I would go to full
I
speed.
suspect
full
the
speed
game
ahead, boys.
lasts like this for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Unless those
I don't know
Oh,
why they're trying to form a
some
circle
profits just came in and got sniped by that big turtle.
Like, I don't know why they're trying to form a circle around their castle.
I don't know either. I
Yeah.
mean, this might be an effective strategy when you don't lose a castle early,
I agree with that. I think that's
because like nobody's touching that castle anymore, and he has plenty of fuel if he needs to suddenly mobilize.
Health do profits have.
It's actually a shame because it seems almost like a good
Ooh,
strategy in the sense
oh,
that
oh, last minute rush. Yes, this is what I was hoping would happen. Oh,
Yeah.
James
oh,
X2.
beautiful.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
They won.
Oh, they won. Yeah,
Nice.
they got
They
rid of
did?
the castle.
Did that
Yeah.
fit?
he just
Okay.
built up a giant
No,
blob.
isn't that the castle?
Well, sure, but they each have one left, and he has way more units.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy.
Wait, no, their castle has 0 health.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it's
the
just
game
not
did
the
it.
Yeah,
sprite's
this-
not.
yeah.
Yeah, the sprite
moving
didn't
Nice.
disappear yet.
Wow, James X2
Well, good
wins,
job, James
wins with the
X2.
profit blob.
Yeah, that's neat.
A profit
That
blob
is cool.
Yeah, so you can turtle early game and then just like late game rush.
Someone has pointed out that in the list you posted, there are 52 teams, not 64.
Yeah, so some of them have buys.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like it's a little fudgy.
Should we talk about the buys?
Yeah, so
now?
basically when we ran the matches, the buys got sort of randomly distributed throughout the game, which is not exactly ideal, and it's gonna end up that probably some people might be upset that, you know, either they got knocked out early on or somebody else got buys that ended up pretty far out. So the way we're going to resolve it is probably something like this happens. We're just going to say, okay, top 4 teams or something are winners of the sprint tournament or something like that.
Okay.
The way that the buys were seated was random in a different way than we intended.
Or yeah.
Yeah, and thus like the top 4 teams are good,
We're all
and
the
like,
buys at the bottom.
but there was
no.
some randomness in
They were supposed to be.
in
Not,
like,
wait, no, they're not.
yeah, who
They're- okay.
started really far up. So
Cool.
we're going to smooth the results. So
Go.
all right, who is this?
So now we have James X2 is blue and Move Bit Get Out the Way is red.
Okay, so
So again, we've got the
MoveBit tried to do the Crusader Rush, and
which
now
failed to the Prophet's defense.
yeah, and then now I think we're
Oh. That's
Oh.
different.
Wait, did James is blue?
no, James is red.
Wait,
Or
James-
James
James
is blue.
is blue, yeah.
So they
Oh.
decided to send a lot of profits early.
Oh,
It looks like
the profit contain. Nice.
MoveBit.
I
is-
really like containment strategies.
It looks like this is working here.
Yeah, it looks like they're just.
Yeah,
gonna-
this is cool. So, yeah, it looks like
Yep.
red is
Yep.
just slowly taking out all the units.
And that's gonna be the
Yeah.
castle.
And that's
Nice.
going to be a win for a Move Bit Get Out
Yeah.
the Way.
Good.
So
I
we're going
guess
to go
that
on.
brings us to round 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
round 3. This is our tiebreaker.
All right.
And this is one of the consequences of random seeding and all that.
Who's
They're
Who's
2
red?
very good teams.
Who's red this time?
Red is going to
James
be
X2.
James X2, and blue is going to be Move Bit Get Out the Way.
Okay, so let's start. I assume we're
So we
gonna.
can have a bit of a Crusader rush
Yeah. Oh, the Crusader Rush won this time.
on one side,
On
plus
one
on the
side.
other.
Yeah. I guess
Oh,
they're gonna try
but
and rush the Crusader over.
James has already built up some profits here, so.
I see a preacher. It's not doing anything, but it exists.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey. That's MoveBit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like.
Wow, he built everything. Nice. I like it.
Yeah, it looks like James X2 is
Looks like James X2 just isn't collecting.
enough carbonite.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're not.
I think
it looks
perhaps-
like they're inactive.
No, the
No,
carbonite
they're-
is going up.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're gonna try and do the
Oh, yeah.
profit containment strategy as same as last time.
I
but-
somewhat get the sense that what enabled James X2 to win in the first round was that there was enough carbonite available to make that strategy work.
Yeah.
Just in the spawn area.
Also, I think the conservation of fuel early on in the game
Yeah.
allowed that strategy to be played out.
I mean, he's built up 3,000 fuel already, so.
I think part of the issue though here is that I'm not sure there's enough carbonite. Just having just the single depot
Yeah.
Yeah.
to mine that in order to really fulfill that, because if
yeah, we haven't seen like a
Yeah.
great macro, or at least in these games, it has been more focused on macro rather than like,
right, there hasn't been real
Yeah.
expansion strategies and going and taking over
Yeah.
as much of the map. I think in the future boxing people in is going to become very effective when we should speed up.
Yeah.
When if you can box in another player using profits or something,
Yeah.
and then
especially
take
with
over,
profits,
yeah,
because
especially
they're so
profits.
long range and like they're not too slow.
Yeah.
I'm
that-
interested to see what happens with
Yeah.
this
I'm kind of interested to see what.
Oh, they just got it.
Yeah, they just sniped it.
Oh.
They came from the bottom. There was
Yeah.
no protection.
So you gotta guard your
Alright.
resources, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little rough.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so now that means move bit, get out the way, will advance, and James X2 unfortunately is getting knocked down.
All right.
Which
What
is
are we?
tragic.
What
but,
are we looking at now?
We're looking at volatile on red and kryptonite on blue.
So each round has different maps for everyone, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Bit of a
Preacher Rush
Preacher Rush.
versus Crusaders.
And it works.
And it works.
Yeah. Turns out we
Creatures
can
are
damage
creatures
all
are
of.
effective against Crusaders. That's
Yeah, well, creatures are effective against Crusaders within a 3x3 square. So you could just hit both of them at once and the castle.
true.
Yeah.
Have we enabled? You can shoot at
Yes.
Yeah,
random
yeah.
at
You can
ground.
shoot at empty tiles.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people are upset that preachers can't shoot it themselves because technically their minimum attack radius is 1, so they can't shoot the tile they're standing on. But I don't know why you'd be upset about that.
That seems slightly suicidal.
Well, shooting one tile away is equally
Yeah.
suicidal. So it's,
Yeah.
Fair.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe we should enable that. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah.
Well, the
I'm
issue is
interested-
it adds interesting characteristics with reclaim, right? To be able to kill yourself so easily.
Oh, but if
I mean,
you can
wait,
still
you
kill
can
yourself,
easily kill yourself on any other tile.
what would happen?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like it doesn't change the amount of
Yeah, I don't
killing
know.
yourself
Regardless,
that goes
let's-
on. It just
let's
means
keep
that you
going.
can surround yourself by.
Okay, so again, red
I wouldn't
is
do it that fast.
red is volatile and blue is
No, now it's switched, right?
what? Oh, they already ran a game. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. All right, now it's switched.
So
Red is kryptonite.
blue's all.
Okay,
Got
so
a little looks like another preacher rush going on.
yeah,
And that's
preachers
going to be
are-
effective versus.
Yep.
Oh, he's resisted.
Oh, so the
With-
prophet. I think the prophet was what helped it resist, and then on top of that,
Wait,
more preachers.
those look like preachers to me.
No, there was a prophet
There was a
earlier.
prophet
Oh,
earlier
I
on
didn't see
that
the
helped, and then I
prophet.
think it was the preacher that
Nice.
actually saved it.
Yeah,
I think
so
what actually doomed
These
Red
two prophets
was that Red lost all of their pilgrims very quickly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Couldn't
once the
build
pilgrims were
more
gone, they
stuff.
couldn't build anything more, and eventually
Yeah.
it just
So-
blue was
Yeah.
able to.
Oh, but
Alright.
Red had more pilgrims here. If Red probably moved it to
I think-
Carbonite.
I think Red's combat micro is probably a little worse because it
Yeah.
looked like they lost more than half the encounters, which
Yeah.
shouldn't happen if you're evenly matched.
Yeah.
Yep. So it looks like we will have volatile advancing, and now we're going on to
Alright.
Dogma.
Almost
versus,
resisted the preacher rush, though. I mean, it was very close.
Ooh, big
Okay,
map.
Dogma versus who's blue?
Let's see. Dogma versus Team Full of Burners.
Team full of burners.
Yes.
Big map, 2 castles.
Yeah.
All right,
It seems like most of the Carbonite is down on the southern.
in the middle
yeah.
section. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see some teams like go out and get carbonite, like
I
as
agree.
opposed to just mining what's next to the castle.
Yeah.
I think,
Um,
We saw it in one of the earliest games,
Yeah.
but not since.
I think.
Did it work?
Oh, they
Yeah.
they did form a church.
Oh, hey, wow, that little swarm of prophets is super
Yeah.
effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they got. I think they started expanding too early.
I agree. I think you have to counter the rush stage before
Before
you can really try this expansion. Like I think the
Yeah.
the expansion should work. It's clear that if you can go out and get more carbonate, you should be doing better.
But yeah, it's just like very expensive and
Yeah, I mean, it could just be the case that you have to send out one pilgrim with your group of prophets or whatever.
yeah. The other
And then-
thing, the
yeah.
other problem they had is they didn't have the prophets in the right place. If they had all of their prophets protecting their
Yeah,
castle and pilgrim up here, they might have like defended better.
Yeah.
but-
Can prophets can see farther than they can shoot, though, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So now we have Dogma's going to be blue and Team Full of Burners is going to be red. It's the ETB one, right?
Yep.
Okay, great.
All right.
Okay, so smaller map, but still 2.
Again, the
Prophets end up. Yep. Prophet rush, and then I'm not entirely sure what the pilgrims are doing.
Wait, but
pilgrims went off and
this
seemed
time
to attack their castle.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they can, but
It looked like
they were.
they went like very macro heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like here, and they
I
didn't.
mean, they built a church up there in the corner, which is probably suboptimal. But I
Um,
really appreciate.
I think they were
the-
trying to get like mining these resources with
Right.
that, so they wouldn't have to go back. But yeah,
I also don't quite understand why they built it not just directly.
Adjacent.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't have to move.
And that was Dogma, right? That was blue this time.
Yeah.
I really appreciate Dogma's attempt for the econ. always been
I think
partially econ strategies myself.
Yeah, so that means that
I think we haven't yet found someone who handles both the micro, because
Right.
you need the micro in
I mean-
order to be able to do the macro.
Yeah.
If you can't do
Yeah, for
micro
sure.
in this game, you're going to lose, even if your macro is great. So
So they start with the two castles very close to each other. So
this is
Preacher
Alhambra
Rush.
on red versus Battered Cod on blue.
yeah, so Preacher Rush is just what
Red.
takes
Yeah,
it.
Preacher Rush took it.
That was very quick.
There was also some like
Very-
And blue
macro
was battered
issues.
cod.
Like even though they had equal number of preachers, these two preachers just didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
problem.
And then like they,
Yeah. Pro tip: use your units to kill the other units. And
Although
also,
with fuel, it's not necessarily optimal,
I think the main
but
thing is like
generally so.
I think they might have been out of range, so they just like
Oh.
didn't see it,
Oh, yeah.
and they didn't communicate.
because they were on the
Yeah.
far side of the castle, right? Yeah. All right, that's probably
Also, so
what happened.
that's why it's a pro tip, Josh, because it is a trade-off. That, you have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But once you figure it out, you realize that the pro strategy is to use your units to attack the other units.
Yes.
Fair.
All right. This is a new set of people.
No, same two people.
Same two people.
Battered caught. Just
this
flipped.
is game 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Game 2, it's flipped. Great.
So Preacher Rush again, and
That's gonna do it.
Wait,
Alright.
did their preachers take any damage?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think
No, their
they
preachers.
didn't.
Oh, they just didn't shoot back.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Pro
guess.
tip.
Pro
I
tip:
guess-
shoot back with your units.
Right. I think that's in the example player. If it doesn't work, let me know. That would be bad.
That would be.
So now we have Minecraft Thickies on red versus Branch on
This is
blue.
quite a fuel-heavy map. You
Yeah.
see the carbonite's very much limiting
And it's
towards the middle.
3 castles, so it's a big map
Who's
the
blue
castle?
this time?
right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see it.
Who's blue this time?
Oh, that would be Branch.
Interestingly, that centralized castle is closest to the most carbonite. So if that castle is going to be important from an economic macro standpoint,
From a macroeconomic standpoint.
They didn't build any pilgrims. Oh,
well, I guess
No.
they're just all in on the profit rush.
I mean, also red didn't build any military units,
yeah.
so that's fatal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see a non-aggression game where it's entirely built
It looks
by
like
mining and
they
bartering.
just. It looks like they just built pilgrims on this axis and then didn't have the pilgrims do anything, so neither
Yeah.
of them were getting any resources.
All right. That
So-
must have been one of the teams that got a bye.
I think for the final
really far.
tournament,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're gonna for the final tournament we're gonna eliminate combat, and it's just gonna be bartering and fuel
no,
economy.
that's definitely false. Don't worry.
We're gonna nerf, or we're gonna make pilgrims attack units.
Yeah.
So
Most powerful.
yeah. We're also gonna make them so they can fly and be invisible.
Yes.
Because-
Invisible.
Yeah.
Nice.
But only to you. They're visible to the other team.
Yeah.
You can't see them.
Yes.
Okay,
Pilgrims
so-
become most powerful, also unusable.
Yeah. Same
Okay.
thing.
Another.
Pilgrims on the
All right.
axis. And,
So this was the same two people. Colors switched. Same result.
Why do we switch the colors?
fairness.
Fairness.
How does that change fairness?
Red gets to, or no, not red. Well,
No,
does
it-
red castle always move first?
I think red-
or is it random?
Oh, okay.
Which order
Red
they're
Castle
in?
moves
A red
first.
castle moves first.
Okay, so yeah, red castle always moves first.
Okay, that's reasonable. That does
but-
does affect
But they
fairness.
alternate again, so it's like red's first castle, then blue's first castle, then red's second castle.
I think it's
We
also
should
like
do snake
back.
order too,
What's snake order?
like a taunt order, like red, blue, blue, red, red, blue, blue, red, red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's a minor comment.
I think it's also partially back from the days when Battlecode used to be a chess simulator. Chess, like back in the early 2000s. So like
Gotcha.
we like
Yeah, competitors, you haven't noticed, but you're actually playing complex chess. Okay, anyways, who's playing now?
So we've got.
We have the team on red versus Ninja Doggy
so
on blue.
this is a very interesting map. Just one castle with low resources.
Are
But
there
then,
like,
two
if
Ninja
you
Doggy
can expand
teams?
out, you're gonna win.
What is it?
Are there two Ninja Doggy teams? That's kind of sus.
there are.
Yep.
Yep.
One has a space and one does not have a space.
All right, we will look into that.
Yeah, we'll
They
look into
might
that.
be the same.
Yeah.
This might have been one of those like team forming was broken a little while ago. Issues.
No, I think it's probably
It's,
like
they probably made a Smurf account.
yeah.
Alright.
Because
Well-
if you leave a team, the team should disappear.
Oh.
Unless you've
We
interesting.
set
Yeah.
deleted equal, but it just like sets the flag deleted equals true. It doesn't actually remove the row.
oh really
Yeah.
oh, that's my thing.
No, all right. Ninja Doggy are probably fine. Then that might have been us.
Oh.
Okay, so here's the lesson. Don't Crusader rush if they're going to Preacher rush. You know,
It feels like
Yeah, preempt know what your enemy is going to think, and then do the thing that counters
have
them.
there been have there been like places where Crusaders have actually like won an encounter?
I haven't.
Crusaders are
They've won a
effective.
couple of times.
Like they've won against non-combat units, but like against combat.
I anticipate that Crusaders should be useful
Let's get the next game going.
for raiding against expansions and pilgrims that are long away from home because their speed allows them to catch up.
Okay.
In the future, I think when we have more advanced spots, what we'll see is that since pilgrims have such long vision range and can move equally fast as preachers and prophets, they should be able to stay away. Like you shouldn't be able to, against a competent opponent, kill their pilgrims using preachers or prophets because they'll just move away. So Crusaders are necessary for raiding in that aspect.
Fair. Do you think though people might be fuel limited in the future by it?
That was quick.
I don't think we know yet. I don't think we know. It doesn't look yet like people are anywhere near being fuel limited. I think a lot of it has to do with communication because communication is a pretty heavy fuel usage.
Okay.
So we will have to see if advanced bots can use less communication.
Yeah.
Like if we find that that's true, then I think we will see that it's not like you won't be you won't be fuel limited. If advanced bots need to use tons of communication, then we might find some fuel limit.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I think the team just won and then advanced to the next round, right?
That was so fast.
Also,
yeah, it
it's-
was just Preacher
okay.
Rush.
The other thing is
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
silly.
it's map dependent, right? Some maps like this map have a lot more carbonite than fuel, so you should expect fuel limited. Other maps have far more fuel than carbonite, and one would expect to be carbonite.
Do we
limited.
have any specs on like the relative ratio of like fuel to carbonite?
I wrote the match, and so I can just say the expected amount is to be the same.
Mhm.
However, there is variance between the maps, so you could potentially have as much as I think 5 times as much carbonite as whereas compared to fuel on the map. Statistically, that's going to happen very infrequently. It'll mostly be within probably 25%
Okay.
for each one. You'll probably occasionally see very strange maps that are way out at the extremes, but those are the exception, not the rule. The average map should have the same amount of carbonite and fuel.
Mhm.
So now we have Gecko versus the Hand of God.
Hand of God.
Red Gecko.
That's an intimidating name.
How do you even spell it? Is it-
Gecko or the Hand of God?
Oh, no, never mind.
Gecko with
I got it.
with a CH instead of a CK.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
What?
okay.
It's
Getcho.
Getcho?
Getcho versus Hand of God.
It felt like a gecko to me.
So,
Nate, can you pass my phone? It's in front of your laptop.
Yes.
Cool. And let's start. Okay, so Crusaders.
Crusaders just
Against-
doing a bit of a random walk.
Oh,
Sort of, not really. They're kind of doing a random walk. And we've got a couple of prophets sent out for defense by Blue.
gonna speed it up because it looks like Blue has 0 carbonite and Pilgrims. Actually, both teams have 0 carbonite, so it's gonna come
So
down to
it's-
unit health.
Also,
What? The Hand of God isn't smiting people left and right? I'm disappointed.
Sadly, not.
so at this point,
Hand of God is-
it'll be a tie. If Red loses any more Crusaders, but okay, now Blue's gonna win because I think they're
Yeah.
not microing Crusaders well enough to,
Yep.
to beat
Uh,
the
Where does it
prophets.
state who won?
I told you the one.
Okay, but, like, is there a victory condition in the viewer?
I didn't make this viewer.
Okay.
Scroll down, maybe there is.
I don't.
No.
I don't
There's
think
not.
so.
Okay, but we know who won.
I mean,
Blue
who
had units
really
and
cares
Red
who won,
didn't.
right? We're just here to have fun.
Exactly.
That's
No, that's false. We're here to see who's the best. Except only kind of because the seating was a little broken.
and
Don't tell.
there is some balancing shit we may do later.
So we got another 3 castle map with a lot of empty space in the middle and a lot of resources.
Yeah.
All right.
Predicting that the players are going to ignore that and just go after each other anyway, but they shouldn't ignore it.
Yeah, I'm predicting the dominant strategy on this map is going to be to destroy the other team's castles because
So-
it's really big.
Actually, we have a bit of
Generally happens to be the dominating
we have
strategy.
a bit of economic stuff happening.
I mean, Red's actually collecting carbonite.
Yeah.
Blue isn't, so.
I think
Yeah.
blue is another random player. Darn.
Um,
The seating is
Oh, Crusader v Crusader. Let's see what
Oh.
happens.
Oh,
Like,
they
okay,
fight.
a lot of teams have very
Well,
poor
see,
bots.
Blue doesn't
That's
attack
true.
with their Crusaders; they just move them. So I think that's part of the
Rip.
issue.
Okay.
But surely there are more than 64 teams who submitted a non-example player.
Yeah,
Although
but they
the
might have
example
been
player isn't
eliminated
bad.
by each other early on.
Oh, that's true.
And that'll do it. The
That's true.
Crusaders.
Okay,
Yeah.
So Reds,
that would be why.
again, pro tip: attack with your units.
Oh,
You might not
yes.
think it, but it's good.
Also, building pilgrims.
Well, he attacked. He just didn't have like a.
No, blue
No,
didn't
blue,
attack.
blue never attacked. Blues.
Wait, he didn't even shoot.
No, he didn't even shoot.
Oh, I
Like-
thought I saw the red ones taking damage, but I guess
yeah,
that's
So
wrong.
Hand of God is going to move on, and now we have
Okay, congrats, Hand of
WOPR
God.
versus
WOPR.
yeah. Isn't that a radio station?
Yeah, that sounds like a radio station.
Yeah, all right, and then who's blue?
Arnold Bot 2.
Arnold bot.
Arnold
Two.
Bot
2.
What happens to Arnold Bot
Spelled
1?
TOOOO.
Oh,
No,
I spelled it wrong.
it's the normal 2.
Oh, okay, good.
Another 3 map. Looks interesting stuff going on. Let's
Lots
see
of
what
carbonite in
happens.
the middle.
There are pilgrims doing stuff.
Oh, we've got quite a Crusader rush in the bottom.
It looks like the Prophet. Oh, yeah.
Prophet
this,
was killed by the Crusaders because the Crusaders were microed well.
This actually looks like it might be a Crusader victory.
Well, the exception is that Red lost in the middle,
And yeah, okay. Yep.
and Red has also no pilgrims, whereas Blue had pilgrims and could therefore make more units at the end. So
Yeah.
now I think we're just waiting for Blue to find Red's last castle, and that's going to be it.
Oh.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah, so it looked like the preacher pretty soundly. Like if you look here, they had
Right.
one preacher that like fairly.
Creatures are
soundly.
very effective against Crusaders. We know this.
And it is intentional, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is intentional. Each unit has a purpose. They're not just random.
Yeah, Battlecode docs were written by a Markov chain,
We should do that one year.
along with all the updates.
We should not do that one year.
We should just do that on the
Okay.
first
Let's do
stage.
it this year.
All right, so
Just to see.
update WOPR 88.1 FM radio station. Old Paths Radio Network is the red team now, or blue team now.
Old Pat's Radio. Okay.
88.1 FM.
I still can't figure out what kind of music
It's
they play.
Christian.
It's from Madison,
It
North
says it's
Carolina.
Christian music and gospel preaching.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Christian music and gospel preaching.
We put it
Did
on.
they win the first one? No, we're not going to put that.
No.
Blue won the first one.
Blue one. Arnold Bot 2 1.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, WOPR.
Christian music.
So Arnold Bot 2 is now red. It looks like Arnold Bot 2 actually does macro, which is
That
like,
is nice.
They sent a pilgrim way out here. That's kind of cool. It just
Pilgrim kinda
died, but
died.
like, it's cool that they sent him out there.
Maybe they signaled
Yeah.
back to
Oh,
base.
But now the
oh.
castles are going to lose because they don't build anything besides 6.
It's a rush.
Oh,
It's a
which
rush.
one's going to win?
Oh.
Oh, it
So-
was so close.
so I
If there
think-
was one more turn.
Yeah.
If I were to, so this was WPR.
Oh wait, no,
this
blue
one.
did one. Or
Yeah,
blue did win. I mean,
Yeah, blue
Yeah.
did one.
yeah.
If, like,
I forgot there was that other castle over there.
So I think if I were to advise Arnold Bot here, I think I like their strategy of defending the rush and actually having pilgrims and then being good. It looks like Arnold Bot is good at that economic management. I just think if you're going to do defense, Crusaders are not the right unit for that. Right? Like,
Yeah.
we know that both
That's gotta be
preachers
for
and
prophets,
prophets are better at that purpose. It depends on what, if you're defending against preachers, prophets are better. If you're defending against Crusaders, preachers are better, probably. But, like,
What
Crusaders are not meant to be a defensive unit.
What were Crusaders supposed to counter?
they
Crusaders
were.
are meant to counter prophets because the speed. So
Oh, 'cause
if you
they're
have a
fast,
couple of
yes.
Crusaders, you can get
And the
inside of
prophets
the
are low
prophet's range.
Yeah,
I think we may want to like buff.
Crusaders.
Crusaders.
I agree with that.
yeah.
We may need to. Just-
What if we just made them really fast?
That would actually be interesting.
I think that'd be cool.
But then you might run into like Crusader rushes, like really interesting. Or that's not bad though.
Perhaps. I don't know. We
Also, we can withhold
discuss
judgment
offline.
until we see some higher level games.
That's
Agreed.
true.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
curious
So
what the winning strategies
So
are.
we've got a bit of a prophet rush on versus a Crusader rush.
same 2 teams.
Yeah,
It looks like the Crusader rush is going to.
be more
This
effective.
is
Wait,
our
so-
tiebreaker, right?
So why does the paste bin only have 50 teams again? What's up with that?
The buys. There were buys in the top 64.
Oh, right. Thanks.
So had the prophet rush been a bit faster, it could have worked, right? Because we saw that actually Red was dying with both of their castles at once. It's just that the Crusaders got there faster and
Or if they kept
took
their
them out
preacher,
faster.
like if they kept their preacher back.
Buys are spelled PYE.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. in this
I
case,
assume so.
yes.
Really? Wow. So WPR will advance.
All right. There was a problem with the buys where.
I think main thing is
Where-
you guys are like maybe think about using preachers more defensively than offensively, especially at the beginning.
Especially versus Crusaders, yes.
Yeah.
Prophets, can perhaps somewhat counter Crusaders
In the
in
current-
large numbers and defensively, but they are not ideal for that. Preachers are a much more effective counter to.
Okay. So now we have
Crusaders.
some YouTube video about gnomes on red that.
Hello, old chum. I'm not a gnome.
Can we just stop this and go through the game?
Anyway, yeah. So about that.
So the gnomes are red or blue?
The gnomes are red,
The gnomes are red. Okay, that's easy to remember.
and another ninja doggy team who was knocked out last time they tried.
Wait, red is gnome video,
Okay.
All right. So
and blue is who?
Blue's
another
gonna be
ninja doggy team.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. So we've got some
Red
a bit of a preacher rush.
some
Blue is doing
preachers.
literally nothing. So no, I take that back. Profits at the bottom. I'm
Ooh.
sorry, Blue. You're doing better than I thought. You're doing more.
You have
Blue
our
has-
deepest apologies, Blue. Except you now have no carbonite and no pilgrims, so you're
but
kind
they
of.
might-
But they have the profits.
Oh.
So if red can get, it's a race to the castle is what it's going to be,
Oh.
and that's what's going to
wow,
be. Blue's going
Good
to
work.
get all the castles first.
Sorry,
Maybe.
gnome video. Should have chosen a better mascot, I guess.
Ninja doggy's
Yeah.
victory.
This is the real Ninja Doggy.
I was very sneaky out of Blue. I didn't see
Yeah.
those profits
Ninja
at the
Doggy
bottom
was-
sneaking along.
Ninja Doggy was distraught earlier that his bot was bad. It's because it was the old one. The new one is much better.
I see.
He still didn't build pilgrims though.
Well, yeah.
Well, he didn't need to. He
but-
won without them. You
but
know?
he still won.
Fair.
I mean, you know what they say.
So
If
they're
you can
doing
win without
another
pilgrims, then
preacher rush.
why waste kryptonite on pilgrims?
Kryptonite.
Or
Carbonite. We've again got the profits, and those are going to be effective at taking out the
Yeah.
creatures.
So I guess I'm not entirely sure. I guess like defensively against profits, you want other profits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
profits are
Wait, what was supposed to counter profits?
so.
Crusaders.
The
But
real
they're not great
the real
defensively.
counter against offensive profits, at least the way it's meant to be, is offensive crusaders, because as profits are moving towards you, first of all, you should be able to outsee them defensively because you should be using pilgrims for their large sight range.
Oh,
And then
true.
once you can see the profits before they can see you, if you're moving towards profits at full speed with a similar number of crusaders, you should be able to get in range before all of your crusaders die, and you should be able to take out the profits. That's what's meant to happen. We might need to reevaluate the statistics and all of that and make sure that it's all correct. It's possible we haven't gotten the numbers exactly right, but that's the general way it's meant to work.
This is a very open map.
Who else is on Twitch right now? That must be Kelvin.
Calvin.
Oh, I'm on.
Oh, you're on Twitch. So
Oh
you
yeah, I'm
just
not.
sent that
I'm
message.
not talking though.
Oh,
Oh, so
And
I
maybe
think,
it's Kelvin.
I think Kelvin is also MIT Battlecode.
no.
Cool.
Kelvin, come to
Annoyed.
what's it? 5232.
At MIT Battlecode.
Yes, that is Colin.
Hi, Calvin.
All right, so let's
Wait, no, feedback, bad. Mute, please.
Okay.
So who's in this game?
We got this is our tiebreaker, right?
Ninja Doggy versus.
Wait, didn't Ninja Doggy just
No, I thought-
win
I
twice
thought-
with
yeah,
profits?
Ninja Doggy
Yeah,
won
Ninja Doggy
twice.
won twice with profits.
Oh yeah, it did. You're right. So
Um,
now we are. Yeah, let's skip this one.
Oh, skip that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
skip this one.
they're saying that
No.
we should increase castle vision.
I want to
That's
see this
super
one.
cool.
I'm going to watch this one.
This is discarded though. It's not.
No, we're watching it.
Okay.
Wait, this was the
This
third
is
Ninja
the
Doggy
third
game?
Ninja Doggy game.
Okay, so
even though
Ninja
they
Doggy already won, to be
but,
clear.
But Ninja Doggy won the third one as well. Good job, Ninja Doggy.
Yeah, wow. The no pilgrim strategy is working out for you. I guess if you spent all of your time before the sprint tournament not caring about econ and just focusing on your profit micro,
that might be enough.
then like 5 profits could win you the game.
4 profits.
Yeah. So now we have take your last tack
They were good
on
team last
red
year.
versus exclamation point
Emoticon?
snake. Emoticons. Yes, it's emoticons.
Emoticons.
Yeah, there
So,
you go.
so this is an interesting map because the castles are so lined up with each other. You don't really have an opportunity to.
It looks like red. Red is attacking, but red is not pushing forward.
Red, I think, is just trying to hold the line with their profits while they eco. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah.
But
And then
it
they're sort of
looks-
slowly advancing.
They both have a ton of econ, but they're not building anything.
Oh, but Blue just won that exchange.
Oh.
See, it's,
Was it
it's
my
always
friend?
dangerous to be the one who moves first because they get to attack you first, and especially with
Yeah.
Prophets that have so little health.
It looks like
That's a
blue is
dangerous
gonna get the castle out.
At least
And-
the first one, yeah.
Now that the castle is gone,
We do have a couple of prophets to defend, but those just got taken out.
the largest problem is they're flooding so much fuel.
I don't know if that's the problem. I don't think there's any real harm in floating fuel, other than maybe you could be moving faster with
Yeah.
your units. I think maybe that's the one thing that...
We've seen people run out of fuel.
We have, but like, they're in the high 2000s. I doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I agree. Carbonite matters way more when you have 2,000 fuel.
Like at this point,
Yeah.
they could stop mining fuel altogether and just go all in carbonite. But
I
they
agree with
won't.
that. I think they should. Yeah. The
Yeah.
players, this is a lesson. If you have a lot of fuel, just mine carbonite, you know? Just mine carbonite.
Oh, guys, who's playing right now? I didn't put it.
This was take your last attack against emoticons.
With
So
a lot of
Take
emoticons
your
just
last
won.
Attack, and then blue was emoticons.
Yes, and they won.
Was it emoticons or emoji technically?
It's emoticons. They just have a ton of emojis in it.
All right.
Okay.
So this is a big map with just one
Very
castle.
sparse.
Very interesting.
So it looks
We've
like
Oh,
Again-
look at that econ. That's good stuff.
We've got, again, some...
so they're
Oh wait, did they?
running back and forth.
Nice.
They're not building a like this would be an ideal place.
Yeah,
to
that
build
would be a
church.
really
that
good
would
church
be a great
area.
place for a church.
I don't know. It's not necessarily.
But there's a huge.
I think it would.
I think
it
it'd be a
worth it.
Yeah, because
So-
they spend like 10 turns running back and forth.
Yeah, but red has a lot of carbonite that they're not using already. So.
Well,
That's
I mean,
true.
they
That-
could
well,
do
that's-
better
that's
with
an
it,
issue, yeah.
but it's still a good place for a church, especially if you have 4 pilgrims over here in the bottom right as blue. Man.
Yeah, right in that center tile, you could get
So right now it looks like, like these individual preachers are just kind of going in and getting killed. Like,
Quality. Oh, blues. I like blues' aggressive like swarm behavior.
yeah, definitely for pilgrim or definitely for prophets. Like going in as a group is much better than.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Prophets are designed to be
Swarmy.
a group type unit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, which is why mages counter them or preachers counter them.
Right.
Yeah.
And crusaders.
Well, no. So prophets are meant to be a counter to individual preachers because, like, small numbers of preachers can't get in range before they get killed. We still actually have not seen what happens on a large prophet versus preacher thing. I suspect that prophets still probably win, that it's a lot closer because a huge mass of preachers has so much health built up that I don't know if you can kill it fast enough.
Yeah. And like prophets are also glass.
They're glass
the
cannons.
weakest ones.
Right,
Right,
they're
yeah.
the glass cannons. So
It
that's why crusaders are really more of a counter to prophets than preachers are because they have a
They have
little
the
bit
speed
less
and
health,
health,
but they
yeah.
have the speed, exactly. And the speed is hopefully what allows them to get through that range really fast.
Can
Only spend one turn in
Which
range.
is our tiebreaker.
And then
this is
get
the
in.
tiebreaker.
Yes.
are prophets fast enough to kite preachers,
To kite preachers?
or can you only?
So you
or can
can
you
only
only run
shoot-
for a couple of turns? I know you can only shoot or move.
So they are fast enough to
So-
kite when necessary. Like they're equally fast as preachers, so
Yeah.
you should be able to kite.
Oh,
But
they're
they-
equally fast.
They're equally fast
Oh, I
as
thought
preachers.
preachers were a bit slower.
Yeah, no,
Never mind.
I believe they're the
Then,
same
then
in
they
speed.
definitely can.
But so yes, you can't kite forever,
Yeah.
but you can at
I mean,
least
you
stay
could-
alive. Kiting.
Yeah, you could run away, but
And that's actually helpful because it means that if other stuff is coming, you can rotate your prophets to the back and put
Oh,
in
that's
preachers
true.
on the front or something like that.
That's
So-
true.
And that's actually
how much health do they have again though? The prophets?
prophets
Is it
have
only like
20.
20? Wait, so that's just one hit
It's
from
a
a preacher.
right. Prophets
So-
are
so
really
they're-
glass cannons.
So if you're fighting preachers with prophets, there's no such thing as rotating injured units to the back.
So it looks
No, I
like
mean when,
Because-
when they
oh,
get
yeah.
close is what I mean. Like if
Oh,
say
red
a
won that.
preacher gets to range
was
5
red.
of a prophet or something,
No, blue
right?
won that.
At that point, you move
Oh,
your
yeah, blue won
prophets to
that.
the back
Yeah.
and your preachers to the front.
So that's
So that
emoticons is moving
they-
on.
so
Probably just
emoticons is
running away
moving
at
on.
that point. They
Congrats.
do their damage well
emoticons.
within the limits of the
I
range, and
understand.
then they try to get out of there.
Who are the new people?
Bless you.
The new people are hack attack versus smite, and emoticons just moved on.
Okay. Ooh, this
And
is
smite we recall from last year.
there are interesting pockets.
Yeah. You have to get through that middle section
Yeah.
to get down to that carbonite at the bottom. That's quite a choke. Well, actually, I guess you can tunnel through that because units don't actually
Yeah.
follow through obstacles.
They sort of hop.
They hop. Yeah,
I feel like
they should.
we're gonna see interesting rushes.
These maps are very cool looking.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the map.
Sad face preacher's dead.
Thank you. I worked hard.
for
I
the
feel like I'm
viewers.
supposed to see something psychologically relevant in each of them, though, like inkblot tests.
Yeah.
For
This one looks like a bug.
my like 6.
Oh, to me, this one looks like.
I'm building a cellular automata processor.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
This uses cellular automata.
This is a cellular.
You can generate
complex.
Battlecode maps using cellular automata.
That's
Oh,
true.
wow.
That's what I do.
That's super cool.
Mhm.
So it looks like, for the most part, Red is just
What,
kind of
what do you see in
throwing
this map?
people into the meat
I
grinder.
was gonna make a like
I'm not sure. You see a bug?
psychologically.
I do, because you've got like the legs at the bottom. And then
Okay. I'm not sure what I see yet.
Yeah, if you had a broken mind, you could see all sorts of things.
So,
So
it
we're
looks
just,
like
we're just
they just
turtling
have,
up with a bunch of profits, I think, is going on here.
I mean, it's working pretty effectively. Red throws a profit every now and then, and that profit dies.
Yeah.
So, like, just slowly moving forward, and
That's fine.
eventually you got to kill.
Especially with profits, it's dangerous to be the first move because there's such glass.
Yeah.
If,
LA.
if you get shot first, your profit is, if not dead, nearly dead.
Profit damage is 10 or 20?
Profit damage is 10.
10. So it
as
takes
is
2
Crusader.
hits.
So it's 2 hits from a profit or Crusader. But if you move into range of 2 profits, just to try to attack them,
Yeah.
You don't get anything out of that unit. It's
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
So, same 2 people, it's,
Yeah, Hack Attack versus Smite. That was the first game, so this is the second one, so now it's reversed. Smite is going to be red and Hack Attack's going to be blue.
This also leads just on the topic of formations. I'm a big fan of the whole notion of putting profits at the back and
wait.
creatures at the front.
Oops.
I really think, like, I'm surprised nobody has caught on and done that.
so,
I think that, because that way, either the preachers get in range and you win, or the prophets are able to do their damage while the preachers soak it up. Right, something like that. That would be,
interesting.
that's what I would do if I were playing this.
Oh.
Hint, Discord strategy.
All right, wait. What are we watching now?
So, we're watching the last game between
Oh, Hack Attack and
Hack-
Smite.
No, we're watching the second game.
Second,
Right?
right?
second game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Smite is red.
Smite is red.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it looks like Smite is kind of just building profits like last time, whereas Hack Attack is going for a Preacher Rush. And it looks like their
Oh.
Preacher takes out the first castle. Or
Yeah.
will
Yeah,
take out the
but-
first
We'll get
castle.
first castle. They lost their other preacher on the
red,
other side.
Red
to,
repelled them the other way.
using
The only
the
problem is red
profits.
is not getting more carbonite, they're only getting fuel.
That's pretty
Yeah,
stupid.
that's a problem. Well,
Yeah.
their fuel gathering pilgrim got wrecked by the
Or
the
carbonite.
rush.
So there's
Yeah.
a
Or,
little
yeah,
bit
they're
of commentary
carbonite
on the
gathering.
Discord where people, or at least one person, seems to say that we are undervaluing fuel because we haven't seen higher level games where fuel starts to really matter a lot more. So
Like we casters are undervaluing
yeah,
fuel.
Okay.
Well,
I don't think we're undervaluing fuel. I think we're saying that if you have 1,000 fuel in the bank and you don't have any carbonite, you should be mining carbonite. And I think we're right about that.
yeah, there's definitely a balance.
You can also burn.
Exactly what matters.
You can also burn fuel really quickly, though, right?
Yeah, but if you
Like if you have 100 units, 1,000 fuel only keeps them alive for 10 turns, right? Which is nothing.
yeah.
That's true, but like we don't have that here. Like that's if that were the situation we're in, I think
Well,
it's,
I think we're gonna see that.
if you wanted to say that 150 fuel per
So
unit
was
just
that
as a
tiebreaker
sort of
or-
rainy day fund
That
for
was
if
the
you need to
second
attack a bunch
match,
with
right?
them or
Yeah,
whatever,
that was
I
the
think
second
that's
match.
perfectly reasonable.
So
But just like what we're seeing
that's-
here,
now we
which
have
is
a
what
tiebreaker.
we're
Yeah.
complaining about,
Cool.
is
Uh,
that
maybe
people have like
second,
3 units and like 2,000 fuel, and then they're still mining
Oh,
fuel as opposed to
yes, I
carbonite.
agree. Well, I mean, I think splitting pilgrims evenly between fuel and carbonite is so optimal, especially in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think in the
But
beginning
in
you
the
need to be
beginning you
splitting
wanna
more
go
carbonite,
Right.
and then
like
towards the end maybe you even need more fuel as you have lots of units saved up that you have to power.
Who is this?
This is still the same.
Yeah, Hack Attack
Before
versus
Hack
Oh,
Smite.
so this is the third game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a tiebreaker.
Oh,
So
the
Smite is
tiebreak.
blue and Hack Attack is red,
Yep.
right? Okay. So, let's see. Preacher Rush.
I also think we should increase cash in.
Also,
Castle
that was
versus-
effective use of profits. They're been staving off that preacher.
Yeah, they're actually like
That's
quote,
really
unquote,
good profit.
kiting.
That's good profit micro.
Yeah.
That's very good profit micro, keeping them split apart like that. Who's blue? That's-
Smite.
Good job, Smite.
Smite did very well last turn.
Yep. And it looks like
Red's just sending units one by one, and they're getting picked off by
I
the
really like that
profits.
Smite is sending its pilgrims to mine.
Smite also seems to be using its profits for vision.
And for killing the other team's castles, which is a good
Yeah.
idea too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smite looks like a very well engineered bomb.
Yes, I like how the military units are used for killing things.
Pro tip: use your attack units to attack things.
They're still like sneakily advancing on the now vacant castle location. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's maybe a little more signaling might be helpful there.
Yeah.
So you know where the castles are for both teams at the beginning of the game. So
Yeah.
You do?
or you
just
know
by reflection, right?
Yeah, you know where yours
Well,
are.
each of your castles knows where each of the other castles is, but it's still a little bit of a coordination problem to
Yeah.
make sure everybody's on the same
Because you
page.
don't know your own castle locations even.
Yeah.
Like,
Only
but
a
not
castle
not all
knows
units
its own.
know its own castle.
Well, I
units,
assume
yeah.
castles could broadcast to other castles.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
can castles castle talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so this should be.
It
Yeah.
should be a
It's
solved
doable,
problem
yeah,
if
yeah.
you think about it. This should be a solved
Yeah.
problem.
Wait, okay.
yeah.
So like if
Yeah.
you want to rush the enemy team, you'd like know
Yeah.
where they are.
The problem with castle talk is you can't send a full location in castle talk.
How many bits can you
It's
send?
only 8 bits.
8 bits.
8 bits. Fair. You could like.
You need
Could you do some multiplication thing? Like.
no. I mean, 8 bits can only hold 8 bits of information,
Yeah.
and like
It's
one 0 to 64 thing is 5 bits, right?
Yeah.
So then you're just done. You need at least 10.
Yeah.
Maybe we should increase it. 8
Yeah.
bits is like nothing.
I think we should do 16.
In the past, yeah. Like
In the past we did 64.
I kind of like
in the,
having like.
well, in the
multiple
past,
signaling.
the most communication constrained year that I can remember is two 16-bit integers.
Oh well, we're actually forgetting another component, which is in addition to castle talk for intercastle communication. There's also trading for intercastle communication,
Trading.
where you do have, I think, closer to 16 bits of information.
Yeah, but because you can offer a trade and use that
Oh.
as like read the
Oh,
offer.
using trading for communication. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I
I,
don't-
I
free
think
to offer
between
trading.
those two things, you definitely have at least 16 bits. So I don't know.
I also think there's like 16 bits.
Oh
is
wait,
reasonable.
Smite sending in.
Yeah, Smite's.
Yes.
They finally got
Oh,
their
they finally-
profit in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm so
I wish,
happy with
I wish
Smite.
that Prophet would tell everyone else.
Yeah, I think Smite. If Smite added some nice communication, it would be a little better. But yeah, that's very well deserved win for Smite, and they'll be advancing into the next round.
Churches can also hear castle talk, right? Or, so which one is the next one I should open? KC?
Yeah, KC. I think
KC9.
KC9.
People want to brag. There is a
Deal
paste.
with it. People can watch the stream.
What I
Learn.
I feel like we should have a bracket. But
Yeah, we'll get a bracket.
We will have a bracket for the future real tournaments.
Yeah.
So this is a very
and this
interesting.
one
For sure.
later.
And this one, but not yet.
Take a look at this map. This is very interesting. You've got so much. Like the
Indeed.
castles are entirely separate.
So what this
But
means
you
is it
can
basically
teleport-
takes a
you can
lot of
teleport through,
yeah, but
right?
it takes a
Ah,
lot of
that's
fuel
true.
to do that because that's a really big hop size, and the bigger hop sizes take more fuel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wait,
because
but
it's
is it
based
like
on R squared.
R squared?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So
oh,
it's more
interesting.
efficient to move smaller
Oh, I
than
really
move
like
bigger.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that was the case.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could like teleport
cool.
through these like
Yeah.
areas, but
You
like,
could teleport through the twos. I mean,
But
it's
they're
only
definitely
4
choke
fuel.
points.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Well, it's 4 fuel for a lot
Oh,
of units.
I
right?
really hope.
So
we will
we've got
take
quite a
advantage
lot
of
of,
that.
profits here that are.
Where's the paste bin of the top 64?
There's a channel in the Discord.
Oh, there is.
awkward.
Yeah, it's
No,
tournament
JK.
results under text channels.
Oh wait,
Oh, look at that!
did they? I think they started on fuel and then moved to carbonite when they realized they were low on carbonite.
That's cool. And you can see that red is actually somewhat fuel capped at this point.
Yeah. Red is pretty fuel capped, and they only have one profit, and it's
on
only on
carbonite.
carbonite. So,
Well, they have another pilgrim, but it's on carbonite.
Yeah,
and
where-
it can't-
what's that buddy
it's-
doing?
It's lost.
Well, it's lost because its castle was.
Yeah, but
destroyed.
it should build a church.
but it
Well,
might not
okay,
have.
they've only had a week.
I'm gonna speed this up a bit because I think.
How dare
I
you
think
not build a church?
The question's gonna be, oh wait, look at
Where
if,
did-
if
Oh, did they?
they hopped through and went around. Now red
Oh,
is
that's
assaulting
nice.
blue.
Wait, let's look at that flank again. I sort of wasn't paying attention.
Okay, actually,
so-
where's the paste bin though? Which channel is this?
It's under the tech channels.
Do a bit of a hop.
It's
There's
Yeah.
the hop.
Oh, tournament results.
Yes.
Oh,
So they're all just
nice.
hopping across, and then, even though blue has a lot of units over here,
Not
red
really
ends up
using
getting the castle.
Yeah, because it sneaks in behind.
That's interesting. Like hopping around what you thought would be like places that people couldn't hop around.
Yeah, and red's got their castle surrounded by
Yeah.
profits, so there's really no way in at that point.
Yes, that was a
the
victory
paste
for
bin is
this.
missing the buys. It would probably be annoying to put those in, right?
Just like assume that everything else like everything else is like null.
Well, sure,
right?
but like teams don't know if they're still even in or not.
Oh,
Because if they're
everybody
one of,
in
if they're
there
one of the
is in.
buys.
Anybody in there is in.
Well, sure, but if they're one of the buys, then they're not in the paste.
Yeah, they're on the base.
There are only 52 teams.
Yeah, like everyone not the remaining 12 teams are all buys, so everyone in is in that 52.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but if I got a buy to the round of 32, my name would not be pasted, right?
You would be facing a buy, like you would still be in there. So the buys are like you had actual buy rounds, like someone versus a buy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, so there should be.
So there are only 52 teams in contention to win.
Yeah, so like the remaining 12
What
teams.
does round of 64 even mean? Oh, because some were facing buys.
One thing I'd be interested in the future is whether people are going to sort of be more willing to give up castles, because you only
understand.
need one castle to survive, and it's much easier to defend that one castle.
Yeah, but you have to be really confident you can annihilate all of the other castles then.
Yes.
You can't rely on any of the other win conditions.
Yeah, some castles may not be reachable from all castles.
I don't think. I think
No, they're all reachable. The map is guaranteed to be one contiguous region.
Even here, you can see there's paths around the edge.
and like you can also jump across these like thin barriers.
Yeah, but even without that, it's actually guaranteed to be
Oh, really?
one region.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that when I made my generation.
Excellent.
I assumed that obstacles were in fact obstacles.
They are obstacles.
They're not really obstacles.
It's just the units are frogs.
Units are frogs.
We're gonna make a 3D viewer, and all the units are just gonna be like frogs wearing pilgrim hats.
I was honestly kind of hoping that units wouldn't be able to even shoot through obstacles. I thought that'd be
really?
really cool.
Oh,
Because then you could like hide behind them and stuff, and like,
that'd be an interesting feature game.
right? Like if you want to go and attack a prophet or something, you could like go around through the maze so that you can't be shot. Well, yeah.
This is a
This
one
is,
castle map. It's really large for a one castle map.
So we have 64-bit is going to be red versus Deus Vult, which is going to be blue.
Oh wait, are we in round of 32 now?
No,
Didn't Deus? Oh, there's another Deus Vult.
apparently so.
How did this?
Yeah,
work?
there's 2 days faults.
Okay.
Isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce the
DUS.
but I thought it means two, or something. I don't know,
Isn't
kind of
Deus
ironic,
Vult
ironic,
the like battle cry of the Crusaders during the first Crusade or something? I think there was a meme on Dank Memes a couple months
Okay.
ago.
All right, we need to get to the bottom of this before the tournament can continue.
Yeah. It
It's-
means God wills.
Oh yeah, that's.
Oh
what it
yeah,
is.
that's probably the cry of the Crusaders then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Deus Vult, God wills it.
So classic Latin.
Okay. All right, who's
All right.
between these in this game? So this is a
Thank-
big map. for
Thank you,
just
Paddle Goats.
One.
Sophomore. Yeah.
Oh, Paddle Goats. He's been around for a while.
This is just one castle. Interesting.
So
So again, we've got the profit-based defense, which is looking to work quite well.
they have one pilgrim versus the other team having 2 pilgrims and going. Let's forget green is carbonite. So
No, just go and attack once you've got that critical mass of profits built
Yep.
up. Maybe even leaving 2 profits behind to defend. Interesting.
Okay. So that was
Yeah,
Good-
so
good
now
play.
we have a tiebreaker, right?
Wait, so what teams are playing now?
Deus Vult versus 64-bit.
Deus Vult.
And now we have a tiebreaker.
64-bit.
No.
Tiebreak.
different teams won each one of those.
No, it's swapped. Red one, blue one.
Yeah. Red
yeah,
one.
it's different teams now. We have a tiebreaker.
No, like red. They swapped. So red was.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm done. Yep.
So what team was that?
That was red one, so Deus Vult one, right?
So Deus Vult.
So in this game that we're about to show, Deus Vult is blue.
Yeah, in the game
no.
we just showed, Deus Vult is blue and Deus Vult won.
So this one
Deus
is the
Vult.
tiebreak, and Deus Vult
No,
is...
No,
There's
this
no
was
tiebreak.
there's no tiebreak. Deus Vult won both games.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Dace.
Is this one good? Cool.
So now red
We have
is...
Red is Please Go Easy versus
Go Easy.
Whisk Boys.
Blue is Whisk Boys?
No,
No,
Whisk.
it's WISS Boys.
Whisk Boys.
Spelled BOIS, as it should
All
be.
one word.
This is a short game.
Oh, preachers. Yep.
That'll do it. But you can see there actually was going to be some expansion going on, right, with that pilgrim accompanied by the,
Oh, yeah.
the Crusader.
He had a nice
Kind of
little
interesting.
escort there. I like
yeah.
that.
What is please go easy?
I'd probably
red.
put the escort in front, but it's
Please
still
go
a nice
easy.
idea.
Yeah, but the
So-
escort was probably just told to follow the preacher, right? The preacher figures out where it's going. Communication is hard.
It looks
Yeah.
like Wisp Boy didn't do anything, so I guess they did go easy. Please go easy. And same thing is going to happen.
One year I considered coordinating with another team to like signal at the beginning. So if we recognize that we're in a game with each other, we would like not attack or something.
That'd be very. That would have been very interesting.
Yeah, we decided we'd try to like form a heart or something.
Oh yeah,
With our units.
there was the year you could like draw and signal on the map.
Mhm.
Yeah. That would have been really cool.
Yeah. But then we realized we both wanted to win. So attacking is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that these games
So-
have to be sort of zero sum.
Please go easy.
Oh, Ninja Doggy says escort behind makes more sense because Pilgrim has more vision.
No, but the Pilgrim has so much vision that you're gonna be fine anyway. Like you.
What say you,
'cause
Ninja
you
Doggy?
can't signal. I see. I see.
Yeah,
You can't
signaling is
signal.
hard.
Okay. That's
I mean,
fair.
you can signal, and
Well,
it's
yeah,
cheap
you-
because it's only one square away.
That's true. You should just signal. All right, that's my response to Ninja Doggy signal.
Okay, so this Please Go Easy is going on, and now it's I Love
But I
Corn
take their point.
and Blue. Blue is blue, and I Love Corn is red.
Yeah, blue is blue.
I hope this confuses someone.
I mean, next round,
Yeah,
blue is
next
going to be
episode.
red.
Yeah.
So it looks like I Love Corn is only building preachers at the moment, and it looks like there are pilgrims,
pilgrims.
and the
Yeah.
pilgrims are not being like efficiently allocated.
No.
Yeah, in fact, they've blocked in that castle.
Yeah, and they've
Maybe
almost
that's the strategy.
blocked in that castle. As
Oh
well.
yes, create a wall of almost indestructible pilgrims.
Yeah, look at the carbonite counter for blue. It kind of looks like they're not efficiently filling up their pilgrims to their capacity. 'Cause
I
It's
know.
going up by
Yeah.
like 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, red
that's-
just isn't going up at all, I think.
Oh, and they just got destroyed by Prophet or
Oh, maybe they are. Maybe
Preachers.
they are. Yeah.
creatures.
So
We
it
should-
looks like they're just
we
sending.
should avoid naming units with the same first
Yeah.
letter.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Yeah, Josh.
I frequently mess
Can we
up.
just call them?
creature
Can we just call them mages again? I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. Let's
yeah,
not.
yeah.
That would be worse.
I like tanks and snipers.
Because that was the whole
That's what
original
their
thing. I think
logo
you
is.
just
wanted to do this weird crusade
But
theme.
I like the crusade theme. I like the little backstory and everything.
Thanks.
I'm disappointed Calvin didn't read that when he was introducing the specs.
I was too, actually. I really enjoyed the backstory. I thought the backstory was good and almost made up for the terrible names.
So I think this is going to come down
Like,
to.
why couldn't you just make them monks? How about monks?
we could change the name.
No,
Let's
not,
brainstorm
not
on
this
it.
late.
Why not? Just break all their code.
No, that would be bad.
We're gonna.
Like a massive find and replace for preacher.
we should
monk.
only support C now. Like no supporting JavaScript anymore.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Wait, no, I thought we were switching to Go.
Oh, that works as well.
That way everyone has to learn a new language.
Everybody writes WebAssembly,
Well, I
but
think
they're
we've
not
got,
allowed to compile it
have we
down.
got enough
right?
creatures down there? How do I zoom?
No.
Is zoom a thing?
Oh,
It's like that weird.
it's like a little
Yeah.
ocean of
It's an army.
tanks there.
This is a
Can we-
colorized
yeah.
photo of the Eastern Front in the early 1940s.
We should change.
We should speed it up.
Why are these robots
Oh
moving
wow, that's a
unnecessarily?
lot left.
It's probably because they just do this the entire time.
But
Yeah.
I think they're bug nabbing to
Russian
this
stuff.
location.
This is
and
why
this
games on our
location.
scrimmage server ran for 40 minutes.
Yo, people
Yeah,
need
you
to
did this, competitors.
find each other and kill each other.
Also, for those of you who are like complaining about timeouts, like y'all are
Hey,
ridiculous.
useless bot, please ignore played earlier, right?
Yeah,
Did they win?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't quite recall.
If they're gonna rush with those preachers at the end, I'm gonna be very impressed. That'd be really cool.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't think they won.
fast forward, and it looks like that's a nope. They just had a metric like fuck ton of preachers down here.
Yep.
Metric fudged.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Next.
All right, was this match
Wow.
1 or match 2?
that was match 1.
Okay, excellent. So now blue is gonna be red.
Yep, blue is red and red is I love corn.
Okay.
So again, red is blue, and blue is Isle of Corn.
No, blue is blue.
No, blue is
No.
blue is blue in the last game.
Tautologically, blue is blue, but it's also red.
Okay, Josh. There's no reason to unnecessarily confuse people. Okay. I think we're in for the same.
This is
ga-
exactly what blue wanted, and we're just giving it to them.
We're gonna see a preacher rush to kill one of these guys. I'm gonna speed.
I don't
it up.
know. These sliders are pretty big. I think maybe they get lost again.
Oh,
They look lost.
okay. Let's just speed on
I-
through.
I like that the tanks go from one castle to the other castle and then just stay there. Or like not enemy castles,
Yep.
friendly castles.
I like the wall of pilgrims around the castle. Like that'll protect them.
Yeah.
Meat shields are
Like,
interesting.
a single preacher could destroy that entire thing in just one shot.
Wait, no, not one shot.
Like two.
If you shot the castle, the 3x3 would kill all of the
Wait,
pilgrims.
do pilgrims have more than 20 health, right?
Do they? I don't think they do.
I thought they had like 50 or
They
something.
have 10.
Oh, they have 10?
They have 10 health.
What?
Yeah.
What are they even good for? We should buff pilgrims so that they can be used as a meat shield.
Well, they can't because you can shoot over units.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we have these two beautiful replays.
Crusaders. You could use them as a meat
Based.
shield against Crusaders.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are Crusaders?
Wait, what- how would that
Crusaders
be?
are not
They're-
very
melee
low range.
units, are they?
Wait,
They're-
sorry, why would Crusaders shoot the pilgrims?
Oh no, like you just have enough deep so they can't
Yeah.
shoot anything
Oh.
else.
Okay.
I mean, you could do that for any unit.
Yeah, but pilgrims are cheaper, right?
I think
Castles.
creatures are more cost effective in terms of health per
Yeah.
carbonite.
That does make sense.
Okay, so now we have NPCGW as red.
Is that? Okay.
No problem could go wrong. Something like that.
Alright, let's see.
Versus the University of Auckland as blue.
Okay,
University of
let's
Auckland?
go Australians.
No, New Zealand.
Oh, JK.
Are they really different? I'm dubious that they both exist. It seems excessive.
I mean, wait, is it Norway that doesn't exist? One of them.
All right,
What?
wait, guys. I
Oh,
just have
that's a
an idea.
church right there.
Oh,
That's a-
baby.
Oh,
Crusaders also. Wow, this is such an eclectic game. What are all these units?
There seems to be
Two
one of-
churches.
Since when are there things
What is that
besides
pilgrim doing?
prophets and pilgrims
Which
in
one?
the game?
Maybe that pilgrim is a scouting pilgrim.
Right,
to just like
and
look
it's
around.
the other one,
dancing.
preachers. They all start with P. Oh, maybe that was the problem.
And I think
That
Red
is-
has correctly realized that they don't need more fuel. and
Oh,
are
it's
just gonna-
scouting. It's definitely scouting.
Yeah, because pilgrims are
Oh,
good
yeah.
scout units.
Oh, wow.
So like,
Wow, that
yeah, that's
that
actually
is a
really
very
good. And then they're
active
probably
pilgrim.
signaling.
And
Oh,
then,
my
it's
God.
beautiful.
Who is the red team here? I want them to win.
It's NPCGW.
Oh, wait, we
And,
should have said that. NPCGW?
Yeah.
I think they're just
And blue
they're just
is
expanding out
University
like
of Auckland.
an infinite number of
University
of
of-
prophets just in wall
Wait, why are they jumping this guy? This seems like unnecessary.
just in case.
Oh, red
Just
has,
in case.
red has no fuel. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they're moving
Well,
this guy
right,
back and
they're
forth.
now fueling it. So, all right, so when we said that we were undervaluing fuel, this is a case where you should be mining fuel, right?
This is also a case where you should start attacking.
Okay,
Also, why do they have all their
true.
They
pilgrims
have
on the carbonite?
3 churches, and no one is mining fuel.
right. That is my
Yeah.
complaining part.
We have a
Blue
fuel
team is
crew,
doing
right?
much
They
better.
literally
They
have-
have 1 crusader on
have
the fuel and 1
54
crusader on
wait,
the
wait, look at
carbonite.
this. They have 5,700, 5,800 carbonite
That's
now.
insane.
That is absurd.
Offer a trade.
Offer a trade. That's true.
Yeah, wait, this is a perfect example of where both teams can benefit from trading.
All that
They
they,
would
like,
not
if they
lose
just
that.
moved and
Yeah,
started
no.
mining fuel
Blue would
instead,
definitely lose.
they could actually make more units because they'd have the fuel to construct new units. So,
I mean, they also could
That's true.
I don't know why they went for this waffle pattern though.
I don't. Oh, that's so that you can. Oh, so in past
Maybe
years
you
you
can
can only
move units
move
between them?
in the 8 adjacent squares.
Yeah.
So this is like a common pattern, so that you can move any unit anywhere, but you can still build up a mass.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's also hard to build for the case where units can move multiple places. Like, do you have like a bigger checkerboard? I don't know. And also, it's cheaper to move like that.
Okay.
So.
This guy was just jumping over.
well, I mean, Red's still.
Oh
won
yeah.
it.
Well, that was also a poor choice, but it's fine.
No, diagonals are generally better than adjacents to move.
Wait, but it does cost more fuel.
Yeah, but it costs efficiency-wise, it's just as efficient as going left 1 turn and up the other fuel.
Oh
Right?
yes.
So
But if
it's
you're
better
going
to-
straight, like there was one team that only went diagonally and they moved in a straight line overall.
That's
Which was
yeah,
silly.
That's very silly. Yeah, so MPCGW won that, but I was a little upset at the fact that they did not,
Use their units.
Yeah.
Pro tip, guys: use your units.
I guess
So,
they didn't have to. Maybe that was
NPC
it.
NPCGW.
But I don't think that's why.
Wait,
they
defending
wouldn't
is
use their
legitimate
units.
because you win on the tiebreak, and the defender has an advantage since you have to move into their range, right?
That's true, and it is hard to defeat a mass of profits that big. I'll concede that. I
Yeah,
think
so they are just
I
still
do think enough
ignoring the
creatures
fuel.
can do that. I'm
We're-
saying that,
it looks like they're going
I mean,
really
the
hard
other
macro.
problem- The other problem is like if any of your castles gets destroyed, you have to go on the offensive or you're done.
yeah.
So writing offensive
Look at all
code
these
is
churches. It's so beautiful.
They're like very much going on the macro. Like early game, I think they first thing they did was build a ton of pilgrims.
Yeah, they need to added some code to switch their pilgrims to mining fuel.
I agree.
They should also add some
that would help.
code to like attack things.
I think they would if they had the fuel. That's my guess.
I don't know.
I think they just
don't think they would.
literally try to make a ball with death.
I
Can we
think
just
that's what they're
skip to
doing. I
the
think they're
end?
just
I
trying
think
to
this
go
was
for.
pretty.
Yeah.
I think they're just going for the
deterministic.
infinite ball that will eventually attack just by virtue of being so big.
Oh yes, if you fill the map with units, you don't have to path.
Well, I think that's
You will just be able to see the whole map.
I honestly think that's what they're doing. Like, I'm completely serious. I think that's what's going on here.
That's legit.
Wait, oh, yeah, okay. Wait,
So also, the checkerboard is nice because
so
it's profits.
NPCW.
NPCW
Oh, yeah.
or preachers, whatever they are.
Right. It's well, you can still hit 4 at a time, and you can't hit more than that, right? Because if you shoot between all of them,
Or if even
You can
if
hit
you
5.
if you shoot
You can
on,
hit
you
5.
hit 5.
Okay, excellent. So now we have triple C.
but it's better
on
than
red.
9.
Red is
There's-
triple. Like, is it literally CCC or
No,
triple
it's
C?
triple C.
Okay,
It's triple C, spelled with one C.
I understand. And then who's blue?
Big
Big
red
Red
battle.
Battle.
Big red battle code.
Yes.
I wonder if they go to Cornell.
Wait, so is red big red
Wait,
battle
why?
code or is blue big?
Cornell's mascot is, or Cornell's thing is like big red.
Ah. Do you guys go to Cornell? Just
No, I don't go to
Yeah,
Cornell.
I can't.
Thanks
I
for
can't hear
asking.
you.
I actually do go to Cornell. It's a long commute.
I do. I actually go to Cornell all the time because my girlfriend goes there.
Oh, wow.
It's a terrible commute.
Yeah, it's also.
do you have to fly into
Yeah.
like Ithaca or?
So cold.
If you have like hundreds of
That
dollars, you
pilgrim's
can
just
fly into
going
Ithaca.
back and forth.
Oh really?
But if you don't have hundreds of dollars, you have to take an 11-hour bus through New York City or drive yourself by renting a car or something,
Oh,
which
two
also
things.
takes
Yeah.
6 hours.
Which is your method of choice?
Renting the car.
Okay.
The
Mm.
time is valuable.
That looks like that preacher. If he just went down one more square, just
Also,
one
Port
more
Authority
square.
Port Authority, yes, is filthy.
Okay, there we
It's
go.
just so gross.
Everything in New York City except for Grand Central is filthy.
Grand Central is really nice.
No, all public transit.
Oh, all public transit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's
transit
true.
hubs. Yeah.
That's true. Penn Station is such a
Oh my
disappointment.
god.
JFK
And
is
it
not
used to
that
be so
bad.
nice.
JFK is trash.
LaGuardia is trash.
They're all trash.
LaGuardia is
anyways.
more trash.
Yeah.
So blue,
Westchester
What just
Airport
happened?
is very nice.
Who lost?
blue lost.
Scout.
I know, but it's very nice.
Big red battle code lost.
Sorry, Big Red Battle Code. Maybe it'll do better as red.
No, but big
They
red.
didn't.
Well, we'll find out.
I mean,
You can just tell.
That was the first game, right?
Yeah.
yeah. So let's
Zoom, zoom.
zoom. Looks like they're not really doing anything at red team.
No, red team.
Or
You've
at-
built-
wait, red team
oh,
just
they just
countered.
built. They just built a unit. Did that tank just get healed, or did they build a new one?
I think they built in.
We don't have yellow.
Okay, so they built a new one.
Maybe churches should heal units. It'd be interesting.
Wait, they just have one preacher always being built, and then I guess it signals if it gets attacked, and then the castle builds a new one. I like that.
Oh. I mean,
Right. Castle talks, yeah.
Or yeah, castle talk.
so it looks like
That's cool.
blue has a ton more like macro going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
look,
I mean-
look at that church. Look at all that fuel
Yeah.
and carbonite being mined.
They're mining
Blue
almost
is
every
definitely
single
gonna win,
slot.
but I appreciate that both teams are trying.
Red is just feeding resources to blue, right? 'Cause that steady stream of preachers is just adding to their carbonite count.
Well, blue is also
look at this
feeding
audacious
pilgrims
pilgrim
into-
over here.
Right, these pilgrims are feeding themselves into the preachers also.
I thought it was so funny with that. Look, Blue's pilgrims are so ballsy. They're just running right next to the castle, like, "Oh, I'm going to take this carbonite right here." Like, what are you thinking? I don't know.
So does
Well, and they did.
Boom.
I guess macroeconomics waits for no man.
Yes.
I guess they just had enough units that they could just keep on throwing it.
Okay. So sorry, Big Red Battle Code, but you're out. Triple C, congratulations. I'm going to give you a new phone. There we go.
Okay, who this?
Haha, not team leader is red.
Okay, and
Pronounced haha, not team leader. And then Octagon is blue.
Octagon. Any reason to be called Octagon?
Well,
Well, they're
yes.
an octagon.
Well, the map is octagonal, so.
Octagon.
Octagonal.
Octagonal.
Okay. We have
This
preachers.
one looks like a skull.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like better Preacher Micro.
Oh, you know, like
And-
in like
yeah.
Harry Potter 4, how there's like sort of the Death Eater smoky skull thing in the air.
Yeah, the
Like that.
dark
The
mark.
dark mark.
The
Yeah.
dark mark. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
It's missing a snake though in the I guess there's kind of
Kinda
snakes down there.
Wait, I see this as a frog. Like these are the arms, these are the legs.
Oh,
I
this
see
is
the frog.
Yeah, I see
head.
a frog too.
Clearly, you should think more about murder and Death Eaters in your spare time.
I feel like the
Fair.
fact that my association was Harry Potter is like that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Okay, you
Could
can
be.
you can
Okay,
believe that.
congratulations, Josh.
Okay, so haha, not team leader won that, and now their Octagon's opportunity is red to see if it can strike back.
I'm surprised. Haha, not team leader has been active in the chat, looking for their game, but I haven't heard from them.
Okay, so someone tried to rush with Crusaders as opposed to Preachers, and the Crusaders lost to the Preachers. And then they
Yeah,
died.
the preachers kind of. It's wait, but preachers are like the slowest unit, so I feel like a
Well,
preacher rush
I
is.
think Preachers and Prophets are equally slow, if I remember right.
Okay, but like I feel like a crusader rush is like much faster.
The Crusader Rush should. So if the units did not interact with each other and they just went for the castle, a Crusader Rush would win.
Mm-hmm.
But usually people path along the same route, it seems.
Okay.
Or like a close enough route that they interact with each other.
All right, guys, we've been spreading
At that
misinformation.
point, it's
What?
better.
So preachers move the same speed, but
As
they
Prophets.
or preachers can move. So movement speed is just like how far you can go,
Right.
Yeah.
right? But it costs them more fuel
Then Prophets.
than prophets.
Yeah.
So they can move the same distance, but it costs more fuel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crusaders can
Or
like
cheap
move the
movement.
farthest, and it doesn't cost them a whole lot of fuel.
Although it costs more to move a Preacher
Yeah,
its furthest distance than to move a Crusader its furthest distance because Preachers cost so much more fuel to operate and move.
Yeah, so I
The-
mean, moving a preacher an r squared of 2, which is diagonal, costs as much as moving a crusader an r squared of 9.
One of the interesting consequences, though, is so Preachers are by far the most expensive to run on a movement perspective.
Mhm.
But Prophets are, I believe, the most expensive fuel to run on a shooting basis. So if you
Oh,
have like a really
interesting.
big army, Prophets take a ton
Oh,
of fuel
dang.
to shoot.
Yeah, prophets are 25 and preachers are only 15.
Right. Yeah, so like on a per carbonite basis, when you're shooting, you use way more fuel per carbonite on the unit spent using Prophets than you do with Preachers.
Mhm.
So if you're on a very much fuel limited map,
Is there-
Preachers are actually a better bet than.
Is there any way for them to tell if they're on a fuel limited map?
Yeah,
so they
like
can
the full
count
map.
on how much fuel.
do you
they
know-
have.
you know what it
including
is?
obstacles.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have the whole knowledge.
Well, you can also just figure out what kind of symmetry there is from the fuel map.
Yeah, but like they can't see. I was wondering if they could see
Yeah.
outside of their vision radius.
Oh,
like
no.
where so
I
they
mean,
They have the whole map.
so they
You have the whole
can, like-
you have the whole fuel and carbonite map, but
Mm.
that's the only you can only see fuel, carbonite, and impassable at
Okay.
the beginning. You can't even see your other castles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like eventually, like in the first couple turns, they could like map out, generally speaking, where the castles are.
Yeah,
and where
yeah.
the-
You can it would take 2 turns because castle talk is slow,
Mhm.
unless you offer a trade and communicate that way or signal or something.
So now we have a Hello World is going to be red, right? Versus POW exclamation point. Which is going to be
Red,
blue.
hello world,
Yes.
and blue is POW exclamation point.
All
All
caps.
caps.
Oh, all caps.
So they're doing a profit
So
rush.
it's all caps POW exclamation point.
I see.
Profit rush is so they've Crusaders,
Spelled
but the Crusaders are.
ALLCAPS.
On the wrong side.
ETA,
Yeah.
ETA on bracket is after streaming.
Okay.
Also, we should
we'll
generally move
post
that-
the
yeah.
this round's bracket once we're done streaming it, and once we move on to the 32 round, then we'll post this round.
Do you guys
That
mean
makes
pretty
sense.
bracket or JSON bracket?
Like we'll post a JSON bracket,
Well,
something fun.
the pretty bracket will take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Pretty bracket will come later.
Okay.
JSON bracket
Actually, gonna move this
posted
over
after we
here.
stream the relevant round.
Excellent. Okay, so we got Hello World versus POW. This is what that is.
Yep. So
big boy map.
That is Big
That
Boy Map.
might-
We've got a Prophet Rush by red versus the Crusader Rush.
oh,
And so you can see that's a case where Crusaders are
whoa.
going to destroy
Whoa,
Prophets.
interesting.
Yeah.
nice.
Mm.
Wait, was that prophets or preachers? I didn't even see.
That was profits.
Prophets.
Okay.
Crusaders are not going to destroy Preachers.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
Not going to work.
I just wanted to make sure. Oh, and they were moving more than one tile at a time, right? Which is how they got so close.
Yeah, that's how they got close enough in time.
Nice. And then they do how much damage? 10. So it only takes 2 hits to kill a prophet.
All right.
Yeah. So right now it might be time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be time. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
speed
and it takes 4 hits for a
through
profit
this.
to kill a Crusader.
So it looks like red is just making a ton of profits, but not really doing. Oh, and then they run out of. So blue's already out of carbonite, and red is out of carbonite as well, because red's pilgrim isn't doing anything.
Really?
So then now they're just accruing fuel, and then it's
That's
the end of
that.
game.
And so blue wins, I guess, because they killed a castle, whereas red didn't.
No, red did.
Oh, red did kill
so
the castle. Oh, it
red
was a
won
trade.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wait.
blue
So then red probably won on the health.
No, blue did. Wait, how many castles does blue have?
won.
And they have one.
Yeah. It should be unit health, which red definitely
Was
has
this the
more.
second game? No, this was the first game, right? Between
What replay are you doing? L6. Can you check?
Yeah, red one. Red one.
Wait, L6? I'm confused.
We already did that one.
This one we did?
Yeah, that was them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then, yeah, this makes sense. Okay,
Cool.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so that was Hello, POW. That
Pow.
one.
Yeah. So Pow.
Pow is
You're
moving on.
continuing.
Yeah, okay, sorry. That's my B.
I don't get why they're.
Who's next?
Here we go. So we have Double J is going to be red versus ECIRSREM RAF. Eckersrumraff?
It's probably meaningful backwards. I did this one year.
Oh, Farmer's Rice. Farmer's Rice.
Oh, well, I misspelled it, but sorry, Farmer's Rice.
There we go. Smart. Okay.
Yeah. Were you inspired by the palindrome team? I wonder.
Oh,
Farmer's Rice. Are you online?
blue is completely killing with preachers. Blue won that pretty handedly with
that
the
was
preacher
Farmer's
rush.
Rice.
Oh, good work, Farmer's Rice.
And now game 2.
I really want to know if Farmer's Rice was inspired by my team last year. We were palindrome. It was literally backwards the same as it is forwards.
Okay, and Pilgrim Rush.
Oh yeah, and look, that pilgrim's staying out of range of the preachers, which is nice.
I mean,
So unfortunately, they didn't do anything about it. But like
yeah, they did do a preacher rush.
But-
though. Pilgrim Rush.
a pilgrim rush.
Fun fact: you can deposit units. You can
That's
Deposit stuff into your opponent castle's global economy.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it's allowed. You can also give. Is anybody using the give mechanic to give units to everybody's like shuttling units?
but you
with
can give them
pilgrims?
to just other units.
Yeah,
to
like-
give to castles.
Yeah. Nobody
Oh,
else is
that's
doing
cool.
this, right? Like I expected
It's
like
hard to
pilgrims
tell.
to sit and like give them to like crusaders to shuttle back and forth because
Yeah.
they're a little stronger. But
That
no.
makes a lot of sense.
I mean, the thing is, they can always build a church though if they're
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
I mean, building churches makes a lot of sense. Like they're not actually that expensive. If you can afford it, you should build a church.
So that was Farmer's Rice. Won again.
No, that was
No, it was Farmer's Rice. Second game.
So also one other thing
yes,
about
yes,
that
yes,
game
yes, yes.
is that one thing I really enjoyed about that game was that there was very good use of pilgrims for scouting, right? Like if we see what's going on here, red has no idea that there's all of the scouting going on and that blue knows exactly what's going on. The issue is that blue just didn't respond. Like blue had this information, they just didn't use it. They built a preacher, then sent it in the wrong direction.
Is scouting that important in this game though? Since you know
Yes.
the entire map, like,
Well, but you don't know what
he
units
saw,
they have.
He saw all those units.
like yeah,
like
but
those
you could
tanks.
also just set like since you know the obstacles as well, you can kind of like create barriers / like turtle around locations that you deem important rather than try and have like a more expensive.
Oh, sure, but like
just saying that-
these tanks never saw the pilgrim, but
Yeah.
the pilgrim knew their whereabouts the entire time and like
Yeah.
could tell
Right.
the rest of the team.
And
That's
which is
fair.
really powerful.
Right, I think that's powerful because had I been, obviously it's different in code, but like I would think that as soon as you see these, you just build a bunch of prophets, right? You follow the pilgrim right until the choke point or something where the tanks have to go through one by one, and then you just pick them off.
and
So-
that communication is free, right? Because it can be done with castle talk.
yeah, like that. If you could do that, that would I think make an enormous difference in
I think
that
I
could have
still
changed the entire game just having that information.
I still
if
think
it were
castle
useful.
talk is too limited.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
I
8
agree.
bits is a bit small. I
I
might
think
go
8
with
bits would be okay if you got the sender's location. Like
Yeah, maybe.
one year, my team packed 5 locations into 32 bits because the sender's location was available, and so we would just use small offsets.
I see. Yeah.
It's like you can only signal things within 15, and then you can put 5 locations in.
You might think about that.
I think we should buff it as well.
All right. So
communication.
that was the first game. So now we have second. That was Second Foundation versus Code Olympians. Code Olympians was blue. Now Code Olympians is red.
Wait, what?
Wait, sorry.
No,
This is the first game.
this is the first game.
Sorry, never mind.
Second Foundation is red,
yeah.
and Code Olympians is blue.
Sorry, zoned out.
Okay.
We've got a bit of macro going on, as well as a little bit of a preacher rush.
Preacher.
Preacher
red
dies.
definitely has better macro though. Oh, JK.
Who's red
In
again? I
micro?
got
Macro, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but they're gonna get the castle.
Who's red?
Take a look at. Oh, they did get the castle, but the preacher spawned a little bit too late.
Red is Second Foundation.
Oh, Second Foundation.
Yeah.
And now they're getting sniped off by prophets and preachers.
Yeah. Okay. That was a good
That was a
game.
good game. I like that game. Good park teams.
So now it's Second Foundation versus
Code Olympians. Code Olympians is going to be red,
yeah. Code Olympians is red.
and Second Foundation on the first one.
Oh yeah, I think broadcasting costs should be based on R instead of R squared also. Someone just suggested that in Twitch. I was thinking the same thing a little while ago.
So
That'd be an interesting modification.
Oh, yeah, that actually might make a little bit more sense.
Because right now, like, signaling anything but castle talk across the map is just totally not feasible.
Yeah, that's true.
it looks.
We've done on R squared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
one
so-
fuel per R squared.
One fuel per.
It's very expensive.
Oh my god, Josh.
Yeah.
Communication is basically impossible this year.
So, like, if you're gonna go across the map, which is, 60,
It's not gonna happen.
3,600 fuel just to send a message,
Yeah, I really think we should make it R.
that's,
Yeah,
that is
we
wrong.
might wanna-
I think it should be R. I agree with that.
Jesus, Josh.
I'm gonna put these things that we decided in the
Slack.
Slack.
Cool.
Yeah. Make
Get
text
to speed it
notes to self.
So it looks like red just created a church, but
then
the
it got
church got destroyed. Okay, let's just get back a bit. Spend up to.
Is that a prophet
Where?
up there?
Yeah, these are.
Yeah, those are
prophets.
prophets.
So they made the church. What destroyed the church? Looks like there was a prophet here, and then that prophet just like killed the church slowly. And then now they're gonna go and try and clean up the castles. It looks like.
Although they're gonna lose that prophet, and maybe
I
the
think what's
next-
gonna happen is they're gonna like come around here.
That's what should happen. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're just sitting there, and I don't know why. Maybe they're not out of fuel.
They're not fuel blocked.
They're just gonna sit there.
I'm really slightly confused.
Maybe they're waiting for more reinforcements to catch up.
They could just kill, like they should be attacking,
Yeah.
or attacking the castle.
No, they just used up.
Oh wow,
Prophet
the final
for it.
blow struck by that prophet.
Okay.
How much health do castles have?
Like 100.
100.
100?
Oh yeah, 100.
That's not that much actually.
We might
Buff castles.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like the idea of castles having a bigger efficient radius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm also somewhat of a fan of castles being able to attack, as well as churches being able to attack, like both of them,
Like-
as a sort of anti-rush measure.
What churches? Churches are religious institutions which
Yeah.
are non-violent.
No, I think castles attacking seems reasonable, but I also think that like I don't want to promote turtling too much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
you-
late game turtling is.
I don't think it will turtle too much though, because well, maybe.
I mean, so yeah,
Well,
we can try it out.
So I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
actually.
talk about that.
I don't want to talk about this on the air because we'll open up our competitors too much to what could be happening. But I think there's some solutions to this.
I think we're gonna remove castles and just have everything be pilgrims.
Good call.
Yeah, you start with one pilgrim and have to build a church somewhere.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
So
Actually, it'd be funny.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind
who's
that.
playing?
We have.
Monad is red.
Wait, is this what I gave you? Yeah.
Yeah, Monad is red and Unlimited is blue.
And it's doing well with the profit.
So Monad is currently just amassing some profits and taking them to other people's bases.
Yeah, they have nice expansion going on. I appreciate that.
I mean, they could use a couple more pilgrims just to actually mine everything that they have.
I feel like blue should do something. Like it feels like they have a critical mass of profits.
I agree. I think they have reached that mass, and they just need to head out.
The only so red is very fuel limited right now. Red Yeah,
If blue decided to attack, they'd run out of fuel really fast too, though.
that is true.
The problem is they're wasting a lot of moves right now.
I
Like, I don't know what's.
fuel is much more rate limiting than I initially hoped it would be.
Wait, no, I think the limitations imposed by the current fuel system is actually good, except communication. But like
Yeah.
this whole movement thing, it just encourages you not to waste moves. That like this guy blue could be building up so much more fuel if he didn't have profits going in circles.
Yeah, but we like penalize. There's like a much higher penalty for random movements or inefficient movements.
Yeah,
That seems fair.
I think it's fair. I
Do you think there would be like?
I mean, it's supposed to be hard.
Do you think there's any like advantage in actually trying to do a more complete like APSB so that you could like pathfind better? So
What do you mean APSB?
like all pair shortest paths.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So you could pathfind better, so you could use less fuel getting from point A to point B.
I think it's less about that. I think it's more about that there's a trade-off between wanting to get somewhere fast versus get somewhere efficiently.
Mhm.
So like big armies probably should move slowly so that you can conserve fuel.
Yeah.
But if you want, there's also value in being able to move quickly. You know, if I've got a pilgrim that's out scouting, I want to go get that information fast, castle talk back, maybe evade other units along the way that could kill my pilgrim. Like, I think that's how I see it. Yeah.
Oh, blue's decided to move some more. It looks like they're almost out of fuel.
Yeah. Or red is out of. Red keeps on every time red gets a kill, they like jump up and then.
Also, the sort of need to move most efficiently, combined with the really low computational limits, makes it sort of interesting. Especially if we buff signaling, it means that teams already have to rely on sort of, I guess, a little worse algorithms to path.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the quality of the pathing algorithm is what's going to kill you for the fuel. I think it's literally just every single one of the profits on blue's team, like, is moving randomly and like just not doing anything useful. Like they're not going anywhere. They're not pathing inefficiently. Yeah. They're just not going anywhere, but they still move.
I think this is time to
Yeah.
Yeah,
take a.
You
you
have to
can
stop
only
it first.
stop it.
I have to stop. How do I stop
Just
it?
increase the
With
speed.
Stop. That would make sense. Because
Oh.
we were.
It looks like they're just building
Oh.
units, and then at
How'd
the
that
end,
guy get out there?
he
Right,
might
I'll
have gone
run it
around
back
the
and I'll
edge.
put it at top speed just to see if anything interesting happens
This is
at
the
the
first
end.
or the second game.
Okay,
Yep.
nothing.
The
interesting.
first
So
game.
red won.
Red takes a win.
Who was that?
Red is Monad.
Yeah, so red just won.
Red was Monad. Against Unlimited.
Yep. And now Unlimited is red and Monad is blue. Ooh, small map, so they might do something.
Yeah. It's nice when you have variety in the three matches, when you have some big and some small.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah,
Crusaders and
that's
Prophets quick.
variety.
So
Nice.
Monad won and is
Yep.
continuing, and now we go on to the round of 32.
Excellent.
One person has pointed out collecting fuel costs so much fuel. Sad face.
Doesn't it cost like 10% of the actual amount of fuel that you get?
Something like that.
Oh,
It's
how,
not
much,
that much.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
how much does collecting cost?
Also, if you
One fuel per turn. You
Okay.
collect 10 per turn or something.
it's only 2 per turn.
oh.
No, you collect 2 carbonite per turn, but 10 fuel per
Oh,
turn.
yes, right. Fuel is faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if people didn't run their pilgrims back and instead like had a chain of units, like they would never have to move a unit. They could just give.
Oh, interesting.
Mm.
That's
Right.
true. I think churches are probably cheaper than that, though.
Oh yeah, churches are definitely better. But like if it's like a couple tiles away, the castle's pumping
Sure.
out things from
Wait,
time
so
to
you
time.
actually like have to build churches, or you might lose more fuel than you get like getting each fuel.
Unless you have a complicated supply chain, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
And
thing
like
is-
only if it's far away, right?
If you're super carbonite limited, it also could be better to use fuel. Although it probably isn't. Probably, like, churches are pretty cheap, all things considered, compared to how fast units can mine. So, and like, you can pay for a church in like 2.5 trips of a pilgrim. So, when you have 3 carbonite patches near a church or something, it's gonna pay for itself in like 12 turns or something. It's gonna be really fast.
Yeah, I mean churches can build anything also, so
Yeah, like
that
it's-
helps your unit output too.
Yeah. And also being able to build units in different places is equally useful
Oh,
because it
true.
means you can respond more quickly to different threats.
Also, they know where your castles are and not where your churches are, so there's
Also
that.
true. Yeah.
So,
or
quick.
they can guesstimate where.
Oh, sorry, they don't know where the castles are, but you can figure out castle locations deterministically in like 3 turns.
Yeah,
Figure
or-
out castle talk.
You can also figure out like, or churches kind of you expect them to be near the patches, and you know where the.
Well, sure, but you can find out castles for sure
Yeah,
in 3
yeah.
turns.
That actually might make sense too. Yeah, we like somebody mentioned before. You could kill your own castle, and you're defending less. You can build churches with the reclaim that you get from killing that castle, which is like what? Or you don't
Well,
get
you can-
reclaim.
you can
You
kill-
don't get reclaim from
yeah.
killing castles. That's that.
But it's still sneaky, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it would less so be about like that
It's
you
like the
intentionally kill
Archon
your own
thing
castles,
from,
it's more that
the
you wouldn't
zombies.
try
Yeah,
to
the Archons
defend
can
two of
move.
your
Yeah,
castles.
Yeah.
throw
And you
your
would let
Archon
those
at a
castles,
zombie
you
and
know,
then
Yeah.
if
get
they
a big
want to
zombie.
kill them, they
Oh,
can.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that in exchange you can get really secure on your third castle, mine
Yeah.
turtle.
I
and then
loved the
go out
like
with a bunch of
self-sacrifice
profits and
turning
then-
into zombies thing that year.
Yeah.
That's great.
That would be
Yeah.
the
When I'm
strategy.
GM, a beautiful strategy.
So we have.
I think they've graduated
CI2.
now, but
So just to review, who
they
we
were here
have
last
in this
year.
round.
oh yeah.
We have Citric Sky,
Weren't they a bunch of
exceptionally
peaches?
average, Kingsman,
They might have
Pigeon,
been.
Holy Land Principle, Move Bit,
Oh, so
Get
the
Out of the
Forge is
Way,
next
Post on the
round?
paste bin.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
top
wow.
32.
Volatile, Team Full of
Do you want-
Burners.
do you
Only
want-
took
Post it
2
on the
hours
paste bin.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just not read them because a lot of people have been muted anyways because they're in
Excellent.
like school or something.
All right.
Wait, you guys are in school?
I
Oh,
I
wait.
personally watched the stream during class a lot.
I watched it while in lab, but I assume. Wait, are most of you guys high school, college, PhDs?
I mean, the ones in high school won't hear you because they're in class right now.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
I
do this.
guarantee though, if you went to the TJ Sys Lab right now, there'd be a bunch of people in there with the Battlecode stream going. It's true every January.
We went
Let's
to
do.
TJ.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
just watch
cool,
this game.
okay. My
Every year. It's so funny.
Citrix.
my roommate went to TJ.
Okay, so this is Citric Sky versus exceptionally average.
Red is
And-
Citric Sky.
Citrix Sky is mining right next to the enemy castle. I feel like this is slightly a BM. They're also, that's a lot of fuel to
So
go
we
all
can
the
also
way.
also just blue lost 3 preachers to a bunch of prophets at the bottom.
Let's go back and watch that. Okay, start.
Just run it at high speed.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while for those preachers to get there, and then they get died.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should add a reverse button.
That would be very computationally expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, can you just like... Oh. Wait. Isn't
You
this...
have to play the rules
Wait,
backwards.
what? Where is there even a blue team? Oh yeah, he's over there. Okay. I was
Is
like,
there even a blue
the
team?
red is all. The red is everywhere.
We should
so
Citric Sky is just
eliminate
dominating.
multiple teams from the map. It should just be one team and a question of how much fuel.
Wait,
and how much
That
money.
was the thing. The zombie year.
just
Yeah,
have zombies?
survival
Yeah.
mode.
Oh yeah,
It was really cool actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Foundation had a super cool strategy where they would like do this special like make a wall with their units and like they wouldn't turn into zombies fast enough so that every like time during the day or whatever they could replenish their meat shield. It was a really cool strategy.
So back a couple years ago, one of the Battlecode devs used to work at Bloomberg. So
Did you paste the most recent paste bin?
Oh, no, I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
um,
sorry. Okay, I'm about to be pasted.
yeah, we should do one of the metagames at the end. It used to be done by a Battlecode dev who worked at Bloomberg. So it was,
Yeah,
like
the
part of
Bloomberg
their,
challenge. That was always the pathing one, right?
So they did the survival mode that year.
Oh, really?
The zombie
Okay, I didn't
year as
realize
well.
that was them.
But like
Yeah.
they did the pathing mode the year before. But like we could do, it'd be fun to do like an FFA.
With
just-
4 teams or something.
Could we do 32 or 64?
Take a long time to run matches.
That would be
but yeah.
ridiculous.
I mean, like if we
That
give
would
it-
just break so many bots, though, too.
that
And
would.
also symmetry. How would that work? We'd have to have a really high dimensional map.
Wait, can you just do like
Or it could tessellate.
we could just do a circle and then like
Yeah,
give each
true.
like section.
Radial symmetry.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if no, tessellating would be bad because the edges is an advantage. I don't know. We could make the map wrap around and tessellate. All right, sorry. Anyways, let's continue. Who's red?
This is the second game?
Okay, so blue is now Citric Sky, and red is exceptionally average.
Yes.
Exceptionally average is doing a little bit worse than average this time, I'd say.
Sad face.
Although Citric Sky is pretty good. They get a lot of
So-
they build a lot of stuff.
Red is exceptionally average. They don't.
I wouldn't say so this game. Sorry, red.
Sorry, red. But it seems like
what are they doing?
Nothing.
Literally nothing. All right.
okay.
I guess that
Citric,
was quick.
Citric Sky won.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, I think Citric Sky definitely won.
Okay, so next is Kingsman versus Pigeon Holy Land Principle. What?
Kingsman, blue, something about pigeons.
Pigeons.
Pigeon.
Oh, we should get avatars. Oh wait, we could just get this to like connect to the team API and just pull the information from there, right?
Yeah, but in the replays we currently don't
well,
store the team
How do you even
IDs.
spell?
Yeah.
But we could add that.
Yeah, we could add that. Like,
That's how you spell it. No,
Break
that's
all
not
the
how
old
you spell
replays.
I mean, you can
Great.
make it like an optional field.
it. Oh, there's
No.
Why not?
no Battlecode Royale.
Oh yeah,
It's
just
funny.
stick it on to the end of the file.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like the viewer can, if it's there, it does something.
yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
you can do that. Yeah, that's great.
Um,
Yeah, if you stick it on to the end of the file, then I guess it's okay.
Wait, shouldn't you put it at the beginning so you don't? Because like I assume the file is parsed not all at once, perhaps.
But
it should be.
It's like in an old version. It's parsed like block by block.
Oh, so if you're trying to view an old replay, it would just crash.
Yeah, it would cause a frame shift, and your
Yeah.
bots would do nonsensical things.
Doesn't that happen anyways?
We generally
With
don't
old
change
replay
the replay
files?
format that much. We just change like game rules, and it's small changes. But
Oh, okay. But the impassable, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, so this is again red
Yeah.
Kingsman, blue pigeon, something or other.
That was very quick.
Yeah,
So
and blue
it was
on
just a
that.
preacher rush, and then
Oh.
the Crusaders weren't able to do anything.
They didn't try very hard.
no.
Yeah.
Try harder
That's
next
true.
time.
Those Crusaders are all up on the side there. Defend your castle.
Kingsman is now blue, and pigeon people are red. Okay, so that was fast as well.
That was extremely fast.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was-
even see it. Maybe I'll watch Twitch.
It was 46 turns.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just
I like being able to do instant replays by watching Twitch on my computer.
it just like
Slow down.
some preachers gonna kill.
Yeah. Oh, because I see blue's spawn location was hard coded, so they didn't even build anything. Wow. I should fix that in the example player.
Is this the new?
Yeah. Move bit, get out the way is red versus volatile.
We are not gonna have All-Star beer. It's a crack.
I love volatile.
Wait, so move bit, get out the way is red.
Move bit, get out the way, and there's like a little left shift symbol between move bit and get out the way.
Sorry, I'm not doing the left shift.
All right.
And then blue is
Like-
volatile.
Yeah, yeah.
3, 2.
I'm gonna
1.
misspell volatile again.
Go.
Short game.
The Crusader just dodged all the preachers, went for the castle.
Exactly, but that's what. So that's
But it
one of the
worked.
advantages of Crusaders. If you can dodge and go around, then you can
That was
destroy
cool.
both of their castles before they get to yours.
They
Right?
100%
like
saw it, right? Like,
I have no idea. Actually.
They
They
might
should
have.
have, right?
like
Yeah, no, that's definitely in the vision range.
I think that, yeah, like
Yeah, they
especially
I think they were just
They
ignoring
just didn't
it,
care.
though.
Yeah,
especially right here. They just
they
ignored.
just didn't care. Yeah, both teams were like, "No, castle."
Okay.
And I mean, the blue team did destroy their castle that they went to faster. They just didn't go for both castles.
Yeah, like I think the advantage was they made sure
Wait,
to
did
build
their bottom left castle just explode, or did the Crusader kill it?
the Crusader killed it.
Okay.
They just built everything here.
Yeah.
I
so
know. So I don't understand why you would use Crusaders and only move them to speed it.
This one moved double.
Right, I would move it 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I were going to rush with Crusaders, like the reason to do it, I think, is so you can move it 3 spaces
Yeah.
at a time.
And
And
they had
Efficiency-
enough fuel to do it.
exactly.
Yeah, early game you start with a
early-
fair amount of fuel.
Right, you start with enough
Yeah,
fuel
but
that
you
you
start
can
with
build the
50, right?
Crusaders. You can build 5 Crusaders and power them for long enough to get where you need to go. Like, I think you can.
Yeah.
Do you want to annotate your paste bins so that they mean something to people?
Figure it out. it's a list of teams.
I can't edit your messages.
Yeah, it is.
I'll just. There's even a what react. Yeah. Well, can you like edit and annotate those, and we'll keep going. What's
What do we need to add? It's
I'll
the
take
list.
a-
It's the list of
all right?
teams. that are
Fine.
in the
I'll
box.
send a message. What's happening now?
It's the second game, and it is move bit is blue now.
Okay,
It's like a
So in the last one, it was volatile who won. No, it was move bit who won.
move bit who won.
Red
So-
was moved bit last time. So
Yeah.
yeah. Ninja Doggy has aptly pointed out that if you move Crusaders at speed 3, then they can run into a Prophet and not know.
Oh. Yeah.
Like run into a Prophet's attack radius.
Yeah, but
and
you
not
can
know.
like move it at speed 3 most of the way there because you know, like, if you're starting with a rush, right? Like you know the prophet's not going to be so far, right?
Wait,
Like,
but
you go
it
a
does-
certain
Or wait, they
distance.
can run into Preachers.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah.
the correction, Ninja Doggy.
Aye.
Yeah, so they can run into Preachers without, I guess, knowing that they were going to.
So
So that's
that
it.
was a quick game again. And move bit
The
won.
Crusader Rush. I'm so glad Crusaders are not useless.
Yeah.
The sharpest tool in the shed.
First paste was
Top.
all
This is top
teams
32. Teams.
in the top 60.
I think what happened is the buys were all put at the bottom.
Not quite.
Are they not?
They were put every third and then at the bottom.
Oh, okay. So shouldn't they put every other?
They should have been. I was going for that.
Or like
My code was broken.
our seating code might not be like fully. We'll discuss later.
No, I fixed it, but I didn't.
First
didn't
place
finish
result
it.
teams in the top
Fair,
64.
Let's. So this is a team full of burners as red and buttered cod as blue.
Yep.
Red was who?
Team full of burners. So
And buttered cod. Got it.
buttered cod won that in an interesting. They did a preacher's rush against a prophet rush, and they managed to get one preacher behind the prophet line. So if you see, like right there,
Oh, he snuck through,
and then
destroyed the castle. There's only
Yeah.
one castle. Huh?
yeah, there's only one castle. So
They both rushed a single unit. Okay.
yeah.
Wait, what happened?
So the preachers were outnumbered and
Oh,
probably
no,
would have
they-
lost.
yeah, I see.
So the preachers fought against the prophets, but one of the preachers got behind the prophets
Ah.
Oh.
and then
So
proceeded to
the prophet intelligently tried to kite, but then it just let him go.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sad.
Wait, that was the first one, right?
Yep. Okay, so now second game. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so it's a 2-castle map this time. So we're seeing another prophet rush against a preacher rush. So the preachers take out the first castle, but the prophets. So they've
So
traded.
they've each killed one castle.
Yeah.
But now
Oh,
the second castle is about to get wrecked. Sad.
yeah. Okay. This was.
Wow. Well communicated castle positions, red team. They just made a beeline,
Yeah, blue. I think prophets
was
are slower to
Buttercod.
kill, right?
right?
Yeah.
Prophets take a long time to kill.
So it looks like the prophets, the prophet was
so they
trying
both
to
did
get.
the same thing.
Yeah, just one just
But also,
prophets.
having 2 units makes you better.
Yeah,
at
or,
killing
things. Yeah, so they
So-
sent two, they both sent both sides.
And this is
Gotcha,
one of the
gotcha.
benefits of Crusaders. Is if you can get there really fast.
Yeah.
Crusaders will take slightly longer to kill the castle than prophets.
But they can
And
get
then
there
the-
way faster.
The preachers
Yeah.
will, but they can get there a lot faster. Yeah.
So it seems like preacher rush is better than prophet rush in general.
Yeah.
I don't think prophets are really meant to be used as a rush unit. That's not. They're such
Okay, so
glass.
Battle
I don't.
moves on, right?
Yeah, battered cod won that and is going to move on.
I wouldn't
So now we
use
have branch
prophets
versus
to
the
rush
team.
because
Because they're also so vulnerable while they're moving. If you move and the Crusader gets into range, and then it's going to get into range the next turn, and then you're just screwed. It just doesn't seem good to me.
if people want to rush with, I think preacher rush makes sense if you just want the power, or crusader rush for speed.
I'm not convinced that a rush for range is a good idea.
So this is branches red and the team is blue.
Yep.
Just the team.
The team. Oh, this looks like a slightly not so great. So they're doing a preacher rush. Let's see who.
They almost got back to defend, but not quite.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
the preacher came back
The
to defend.
Preacher came back to defend, but they didn't quite.
How
get
did
there
it
in time.
know?
I think they saw the other two castles go up and then decided to come back to defend instead of go for the third castle.
They should have gone for the third castle, though. I think they would have gotten there in time
They
and
might
probably
have been
killed
able
it.
to.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I think that a bit more defense would slow down the rush or at least a little bit more health.
Yeah.
But then again,
But if you rush faster, you don't need to defend.
and also if you kill the other team's pilgrims, then you don't even need to kill
That's
the castle.
true.
You can just
That's
grief,
very true.
grief their pilgrims. So
Maybe
that was
we should start with more carbonate.
starting with more.
I don't know. I think this is actually good. People should just do a better job of defending.
Yeah. So that was branch versus the team. Branch won. Now we have the team as red.
Okay, so red versus blue, two teams or two castles.
Also true.
There are two teams. So it looks like they're going.
That was. Ooh.
Oh, just out of range behind the obstacles.
Oh baby.
Whoa.
I don't think going back was their best option. I think given that
I think they were going to lose either way. I don't think they had enough to.
they had two. They could at this point here they could have just gone and
Oh, maybe you're right.
gone straight across.
But somehow I feel like the prophets only needed to get to, It would have been very close. So
They're
the prophets
so long
are
range.
the prophets are such long range that maybe the prophets would have gotten there close enough and shot anyway.
Yeah.
I think you're right though that they made the wrong decision. Like it would have been close. So,
So the other thing is like both of them decided to build no pilgrims at all. I don't think, like I think it would have been early enough that they couldn't have like building pilgrims would have been a bad thing.
I think
This is also a tiny map.
if
That's
you're going to
true.
do preacher,
Yeah.
rush,
Like, even
you
in
should
the-
at
the
least
next
build
one.
the pilgrim because there's nothing else you can do with that last 10 carbonite. If you're going to do preacher rush,
That's true.
like there's no reason not to have the pilgrim because
Even as a distractor.
well, actually, the real reason for it is it gives you vision.
Oh, true.
The preachers don't have much vision, whereas the pilgrims have much longer vision. So if you bring the pilgrim with your preachers, then you can see stuff before it attacks you, and that can be helpful in knowing when to rush at the prophets or where they are, so you don't get sniped out of range.
So it's Hand of God versus WOPR.
or you can use it to mine and then not be dead even if your
Oh.
rush doesn't work. That's the other thing you can do with it.
Rip that. That was Red went completely macro and didn't build any offensive
Well,
units.
but
Oh,
also
no,
had the
Hand
issue
of
of
God.
building they built their church directly next to their castle, which is not a particularly good idea either.
That is true.
I mean,
if this is that necessarily true? Like you could just build an adjacent one.
But I wouldn't do it with the first church. Maybe late game, like it is, or like maybe at some point it is worth optimizing to
I think they
be
should've-
even a little bit better. But I don't think that was the right
Yeah,
call. Building
I
a
agree.
church that early on the game, that close to your castle, is just not worth it.
but if you need to spread the good word, since you're the hand of God, you need as many churches as you can get.
That's true.
So we have Smite and the Hand of God.
We should have a
Wait,
prize
Smite?
for someone who
I
just
thought it was
managed to build
WOPR.
the entire
Yeah,
map
that
of
is WOPR,
churches.
but like
Okay.
That would
name
destroy
wise,
our
we have
scrimmage servers.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking that scrims would run faster if I made the example player nav better. Because like, all right, that's fine.
yeah, things we don't usually think about. Okay, so they're very close to each other, and this is a
That's
very.
a crab.
I've seen Mewtwo.
No, it's a sideways crab.
Oh, I definitely see Mewtwo. All right.
I
anyways.
just
I
very
see-
vividly see the crab.
I see the crab. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's not Mewtwo. That's Meowth.
Okay. Yeah. I see that now. I
These
agree.
maps are beautiful.
Meowth, but like
Like
also
look
Doc
at the
Ock.
claws. There's such
Yeah,
claws.
there's such
Oh, yeah,
claws.
Yes,
Doc
Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Meowth. All right. Anyways, let's continue.
The,
So-
the,
Which
game,
one?
the game finished.
It was-
Red Preacher Rush
Yeah,
won.
it was
I
Red
was so
Preacher Rush.
distracted by the
So
We
map.
didn't do anything.
WOPR is moving on. Excellent. Good job.
The Hand of God got smited.
Yes.
So next is emoticons versus Smite.
Yep. There's a replay.
I'm sorry. Where? Yeah.
No bracket yet. No bracket eat. No bracket yet.
Well, they can infer the bracket from the last two posts.
Okay. So.
No eating brackets.
Oh, profit. Sad face. This game is gonna take forever.
Probably just
No,
chilling there.
no teams have carbonite. I mean, I
Oh.
guess.
Well, no, but it doesn't take forever. Look, it stops after 4,000. Oh no, it's round 1,001. Yeah, it'll take forever.
So like,
We know it's
Okay,
just
can
gonna
we-
stay there. so
I'm
yeah.
just gonna. We should just watch the beginning because that's the like only interesting part. So it looks like. New,
Oh,
so
they-
there
they
were a
build
couple.
units in
Yeah.
So it's just better profit micro,
Yeah, and then
kills the first castle, and then just waits,
yep, and then we time out.
Nice.
and then blue wins. Cool.
Way to go.
So blue, Smite won that game. Next up is Smite via emoticons.
Also,
Still-
I have a request for the Discord. I want
Oh, wait,
someone
wait,
to make
we
like
just
a
played the
human
second game?
interactive.
no, we're playing it now.
So it's
version of
Ninja
this?
Donkey versus.
So that you can play
Yeah,
the game.
I want to play this. Discord, are you hearing
Are
me
you
out?
gonna make your choices in 10 milliseconds?
I
Otherwise,
assume,
you'll time out.
I assume I get more time than the bots do.
That wouldn't be fair at all.
Yeah, I think you could play RTS now.
I think it would be really fun to play RTS style.
I think
honestly.
that would be near impossible to make
decide that.
because there's the hard-coded 200 millisecond limit per bot, anyways.
I mean, we could just remove that. Like, we could take the game engine and just make it.
well, sure.
Like,
All right, yeah,
remove the
you would have to
just
fork
think
and
it'd be
edit the
fun,
game
huh?
engine to do this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
No, you
but
wouldn't.
like that's
No, you would.
No. You can feed in enact actions.
Oh, the same way replays work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
well, you can feed it just
You
in
can
like
feed in action records. Yeah, it's doable.
Yeah.
Discord make it happen.
I guess the one weird thing though is like you would go out of order.
So
It doesn't, can we keep
Yeah,
going
let's
with the
just keep going.
tournament?
Just last thing on this topic. I remember. So I remember that 2 Sigma did this thing a couple years ago where they had like a human versus machine like air hockey tournament.
What?
And there was like a robot bracket, and then there was a human bracket, and the humans played the robot at like the top human played the top robot at the end.
Nice.
And I would love to do that with this game. I think that'd be so cool if there was like the
That would
human
be cool.
bracket of the bots versus like the robot bracket.
There's a game that's like that, Generals.
Oh, Generals IO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Generals
did that.
IO, yeah. And I thought the bots and the humans were actually fairly evenly matched.
The generals is like kind of weird though ish.
Yeah, I mean, the timing was really slow, such that humans can keep up.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Or
at this
it's also
time,
over
like-
TCP, and like you can do it on servers elsewhere. So there's a lot of network latency for bots.
Oh.
At the real-time run timing, like 20 milliseconds per bot, I think it should be the top bot should be very competitive against humans.
Well, so
Wait, what? The top
I
bot definitely-
disagree. Or like,
so if there's like
Only one way to find out, I suppose.
So I think the thing is, if you make it that like you literally have to like, you as the person have to write the action for each bot, like each robot. I don't think that'll
Yeah,
work.
obviously not.
But if you can like click on something and say, I want you to go to that square.
Yeah, I'm
like,
assuming
then
about that sort of UI.
I think it should be possible to play.
so okay, who do we have? This
This
is the
is
second game. Is it Ninja Doggy
Yeah,
versus?
Ninja Doggy versus Emoticon.
Okay, Ninja Doggy. I was wrong. Ninja Doggies versus emoticons, and emoticons is red.
Yeah.
this is the second game.
It's also not fair
Won
that
the first
humans would
one.
get centralized control.
Yeah, it isn't. Also, humans get complete vision.
You could have a team of humans.
All right, so then
Yeah, a team of humans that only see a little circle of vision.
Yeah.
They can communicate 8 bits to each other.
Yeah, it'd be like Battlecode IRL.
Yeah.
We could do this on like Killian Court.
Yeah.
Wait,
Some
you
of
would
these
need a
maps
lot of
kind of look
people.
like Killian. Also,
But-
vision is too big. People would have to wear like blinders.
Blindfold. Yeah, we would blindfold them and then tell them what they can see.
No, VR. We just use VR.
Oh, yeah,
VR,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
perfect.
We
We
could
could
do this
even
in the-
dispertize the map that way.
Everyone an Oculus, yeah.
Yeah, great.
or
All
we-
right, problem solved. Let's
Sponsors,
continue
if you're
with
in
the sprint
one
tournament.
Oculus per competitor, please.
So red one, emoticons is going on, and they beat
We
Ninja
need
Doggy.
4,096 Oculuses.
Yes. Yeah.
Next up is Smite as red versus Deus Volt as blue.
Red, smite, blue, dis, bolt.
Did you put the third one in as well? Okay.
Spoilers.
No one can hear us.
Everyone's in class. They have it muted. That's not true.
Can you guys hear us? Okay, so we have profits, and we have macro.
well, no, profits on both sides and macro on both sides.
Yeah.
Wait, who just played before this? It was
Looks like-
emoticons and
Versus
smite.
Ninja Doggy.
Versus Ninja Doggy.
It looks like red.
Oh wait, sorry. Last.
No, that was my fault. I said the wrong thing. Too.
Red
Wait,
is
who's-
leaning more
Is it Ninja
macro.
Doggy this time?
No, it's this time it's Smite versus.
Oh, wait. Look at that. Profits migrating.
Yeah. So it looks like Smite. Oh, they're coming back.
Interesting.
That's a lot of fuel.
I mean, they could have just gone for the win right there. But
Yeah.
I guess they didn't know that.
This is why you do scouting, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh
wait, no, red's migrating down.
So red is gonna try and take out that guy.
Wait,
Right.
this is Dust Volt as blue, who has that huge profit mob.
Yeah.
Were they the ones that? Oh nope, they're going to do something with them. They're
No,
sending them
well, they're
one at a
gonna get
time,
drafted.
which is foolish, but
That is quite foolish.
it's fine.
And they're just going to keep doing that.
Yeah, why are they sending them one at a
Blindfolds. They
time?
devoured the cattle of the sun.
Wait, what?
And the sun god bought it at the day of their return.
I don't know where that's from.
I don't know. What
Okay,
you
so
said.
they took
Yeah,
out the
obviously.
castle.
Y'all are so uncultured.
It's true.
It is true.
Oh, look at how aggressive that is, taking in the pilgrims from.
The pilgrim's running all the way
All
back.
the way back. Oh,
That-
it's going again.
That probably cost more fuel than he got. He's just.
That's probably true. This is time for a church, I think.
He could also be passing these resources to those profits.
That's
Does
true.
passing cost fuel?
No.
No.
Okay.
So like he could just literally they have
So
a line of profits that can all see each other and give each other fuel. Like
So, yeah.
this could be, and it would be faster. It would be cheaper.
Also, each pilgrim, if you notice, is dedicated to only one unit. Like, they don't fill up their stores for both units. Right? Which is sort of
Oh
dumb.
yeah,
Oh, that's interesting. That's clearly
that's
a
something that I
suboptimal.
should
Yeah.
put into the example player too. No, that's not quite the example player. Let's be real. But that's smart to do that.
Oh, it looks like they actually made
finally
a
castle.
giant
I'm in church.
tent.
Okay, there we
Giant
go.
tent.
Okay, these people have churches that are actually building
Oh,
units.
my
That's nice.
laptop is going to die.
Do you need?
Wait, so blue is
you take
smite?
just
Plug it
USB-C?
in. Actually, I should probably go ahead.
Oh.
Three.
Hey,
You should leave.
Yeah.
See ya.
You should take over as the person who monitors Twitch.
All right, I'll do that. What's other credentials somewhere?
yes.
They've
Josh
just put in
is
the
me.
Slack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
Josh can message
We'll
them
just
to you.
just message
speak
them to me.
them on the stream.
Oh yeah, that's. a
Oh,
great
don't
idea.
message them on general because general shows up on my laptop.
Okay, then I will not.
Just DM me in the Slack.
I'll message
Just
you
put it
on.
in the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So red one.
Oh, because Red actually got the. Yeah, I saw. I was going to go again, but then I saw it was 997 rounds as opposed to 1,001.
So
And that meant that someone was going to actually win.
yeah,
Good job, Red.
good job, red.
Oh, yeah, so now your responsibility is going to be to every time there's a team, like a new set of teams playing, say who's running.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do that.
You should, because lots of people do not have audio and they get very lost.
Ugh,
And like without a
fine.
bracket, even it's super confusing.
What are you
It's
doing?
the least we can
This
do.
is the closest thing I can find to a Steam.
It's way less effort than making a bracket.
Okay.
At
Steaming
least.
Battlecode.
Yes.
All right. I'll find the Twitch.
Okay, so now we have Smite versus Deus Volt, as Deus Volt is red and Smite is blue.
Wait, I still have to do this. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Wait, Josh. Josh, send me the.
I over Messenger I did.
Yo messenger. I see. Very insecure.
Yeah, we should figure out what we want to do with the crimson shit.
Yeah. I theoretically want to go to lab sometime around 3ish, so we'll see what happens.
Yes, same.
How do I find the Twitch? Where even is the Twitch? Is it in Discord?
Twitch.tv/MIT Battlecode.
Calvin said he was feeling sick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, Central Square Clover is closed today? Oh, no, it isn't.
If you guys are still streaming at 6, I'll be back. But
I hope
hopefully
we're
you're
not.
Still streaming at 6.
I hope we're not.
In the past, it's gone until 8.
Yeah, but in the past we also made other mistakes, so...
Yeah, and showed more than the round of 64.
Well, we should be nearly 3/4 of the way through, right? Because we're nearly done with. No, we're not nearly done with the 32 bracket.
We're like
You're
about...
at least halfway through, though.
Yeah,
we're
well,
about a third to a half.
No, we're more than half.
Of 32.
Yeah.
Oh, of 32. Yeah.
Alright, see you guys.
See ya!
Josh, did you paste the password twice? 'Cause
Uh,
no, it's meant to be that.
okay.
Yeah, it's meant to be the double.
It's Hunter 2, Hunter 2.
Hunter x Hunter. My wing has decided to watch that TV show right now.
I don't think this is right.
It might not be. You can also just use like your own Twitch if you have one.
I don't have a Twitch.
Oh.
I'll try the other password you sent. Okay.
I'm not a robot.
I am not a robot.
Ah, beautiful.
Success. All right.
Let's do it. Let's blow this popsicle stand, boys.
Blow this popsicle stand?
Absolutely.
Okay, so who do we have versus who do we have? It's the second round. Blue is Smite and red is Deus Volt.
So where are castles? Ooh, they're sort of tucked in there. That's interesting.
Wait, sorry. Who is you?
Blue is Smite and red is Deus Volt. So it looks like they're kind of hemmed in at the moment. We're not seeing as good a macro as we saw in the previous games,
Yeah.
possibly due to the castle placement.
Ooh, look at that.
Blue is...
I mean, I would really, if I were playing this as a human, I would go around. Like, I wouldn't try to go through that narrow passage. I'd go through the back, I think.
I think it's a good defensive point for like some crusaders or preachers maybe.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense to build preachers, to build prophets and sit them there. but
Right.
It doesn't make
But,
sense to attack that
Like
way.
if you could
Yeah.
come around to like here and then like go, yeah.
I mean, what I would do is I'd expand out churches into that whole area and then just come down with an overwhelming, crushing force of preachers
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
back. That would be my approach.
But these plebs have no idea what they're doing.
They built a church on a
They cannot match the tactical ability. of
on a
the
fuel.
Spector.
That's right. You know it.
Can churches gather or like
I don't think so.
so did they just? I think they
I
just
think they
filled
just-
that fuel source.
Yeah, I think they did.
Um,
They don't look like they're fuel capped, though, so it's fine.
fair, yeah.
Was it
They're-
you reading The Art of War? The other day?
by some-
I was, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
how is it?
That's good. It's kind of obvious, honestly.
All right then.
Okay, Ben.
I don't know how to interpret that.
It's because it's interesting. It's all very like Taoist. Like it's more of a religious book than it is like a. Well, Taoism is more like a philosophy than it's really a book of philosophy rather than anything else. I don't know.
Fair. I should read. They have a ton of pilgrims which are completely stuck at the moment.
Yeah.
If Red decides, so Red isn't doing a ton, but like, if Red decides to attack, I think Red could win.
You think so? Yeah, I guess that's.
I mean,
true.
it doesn't take all 1,000 rounds, so someone's going to attack soon.
Just up it a little bit in speed.
So yeah, it looks like Red is going to start pushing in.
Oh, those poor pilgrims.
Yeah, and then
Oof.
oh, they got it down to they survived that attack, but they're just still building so many pilgrims, and the pilgrims aren't net positive either.
Like I get the sense that Blue has been collecting more carbonite more quickly than.
The other thing is the carbonite's stuck in these pilgrims who die. Like these pilgrims can't get back to their castle, so like as soon as people come. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay, so Red won that one, so now we're going into the tiebreaker.
All right. So who's who now?
Smite is Red, and who's the other team? Deus Volt is Blue. And this is for all the beans.
For all of the beans.
So, let's see.
What, something about beans? Is the deal? I zoned out.
we're playing for all the beans.
Okay.
All right. So we've got
All four beans?
big profit masses on either side, a little more closely clumped by Red, but then sends only a couple in, and that's silly. We also have got Red doing a little bit more better mining.
But
so
they should be building a
church
there.
Yeah.
Like they're collecting fuel, but then expending it all before they get there.
I think the real issue is that they're just walking in one by one.
Oh.
Well, now I mean.
Yeah, so like Blue attacked all together, and then Blue just got crushed. So I think like offensive preachers is just like offensive prophets is just a bad idea.
I agree with that. I think prophets are just they're such glass cannons that if you walk and they get shot, like you're already losing.
So Smite won that one, and Smite's going to go to the next round. So now we have. Do you want to paste them in?
Oh yeah.
Please Go Easy versus Blue, and Blue is Blue, and Please Go Easy is Red. Nope, not there. I guess if people want to see this.
Yeah, we go. What? Saving. The internet is
small technical difficulties.
I have a fast connection, so I don't have to wait.
Oh. Theresa May survives a vote of no confidence? What? Really?
Like nobody else wants to deal with that.
Well, yeah, but like.
Okay, yeah, it's up there.
Okay. I am interested to see what happens. Oh God.
I feel bad for her.
Will we have issues finding competitors? That'll be interesting. Okay, so we have a Red versus a Blue, and we have 3 castles, and it's a fairly sparse map. Did you get the teams?
I did. I put them through.
Cool. Okay, so let's just start. See what happens. So you have a Preacher Rush and a Crusader Pilgrim thing.
Okay, so those preachers have just gone away to not protect the castle, which is sad. And that preacher's just chilling.
So they do seem to be doing this like escort system, but the problem is I think they should be building a church where they're going instead of like coming back every single time.
I agree. I think people are not. I mean, maybe it's just that we haven't gotten late enough in the tournament for people to deal with the complexity of building churches. But generally speaking, I think people are not building enough churches. Churches are very worth it if you.
I mean,
if
without
possible, yeah.
Without churches, you could like easily be negative fuel for like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is, it's partially a tactical game, but it's also a macro.
So they do
strategic
finally
game.
they built a church here.
That's good.
Um,
But then they're sitting on some of the fuel depots with that Crusader.
yeah. At least okay. So this guy built it, but this guy's still like. Okay, so now these Crusaders are no longer on like escorting service, and now they're.
And here we've just got, again, a simulation of the Eastern Front.
Yep.
Just building up a bunch of tanks in there.
I would love to
Those
see a
tanks
Civil
just
War
melted those
reenactment in
Crusaders.
Oh, where? Oh, here?
Yeah, like
Well, that's what they do. Yeah, they do.
it wasn't. It was like quite a few Crusaders, but like that like one preacher is doing quite a bit.
And all of his comrades are off hiding in the corner, and yet he's the one, that's...
Like they could.
Oh, no, now they all went off to hide in the corner. That's going to doom the castle. That's very sad.
Earlier on, Blue could have won if they were able to mobilize those preachers.
You know what it might be? Maybe the preachers are getting stuck there because they're trying to get to the upper castle, but they can't path through
Yeah.
because they can't see enough to path.
I mean, you should be able to bug nav around this.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets slightly harder when you have multiple units that can move. But like, yeah, I guess they are getting stuck in the pocket. So only 300 turns, so someone's gonna die.
I think it's going to be blue. That's my
Yeah.
prediction.
I put my money on blue as well.
We're watching the first or the second game.
First,
Ooh, interesting.
ZPP, yeah. Blue's gonna die. Probably.
We'll see.
Preachers are so effective against
like,
Crusaders. It's really,
the
really brutal.
Like, these preachers could definitely
Destroy
take out
all of red.
Yeah, a large percent, if not all of red.
Yeah.
It's just they're not doing anything. Oh, it looks like... okay, they just found the castle. Yeah, I think there's not enough signaling going on. Like, they don't have enough information of what's going on in the map.
Neffany thinks that they have the wrong axis of symmetry is the problem.
Oh.
That they're trying to go vertical.
Okay, I guess. Should...
How would you have that bug? Like, how would you
Like, if they...
mess that up?
If they didn't... if they hard-coded it for north-south, is that a...
I guess. But that would be foolish.
Alright, who's who?
It's just flip of the previous one. So blue is red and red is... blue is please go easy.
Blue's please go easy.
Red
is please go easy.
Red is blue.
Red is blue. Red is the team name blue. And blue is the please go easy. We should have keywords such as blue and not allow people to be blue anymore.
Nah. This is sort of fun.
So red or blue. Team red is sending preachers. So red already got rid of, or blue already got rid of
castle.
a castle.
Yeah. Red doesn't seem to know what they're doing with their preacher. They're just kind of going all over.
Though they did manage to win in a 1v1, but that might have just been like...
That might have just been who moved first, I think.
Yeah.
We again have the Crusader escort. Oh, and that pilgrim just built a church. Very good.
They had a
Big
Crusader
fan.
escort here, but the Crusader escort just died. Like, they run into a preacher and...
I guess the other reason that Crusader escort, like the other purpose of Crusaders, in addition to them being the fast raiding unit and maybe a counter to Prophets, we might need to buff Crusaders, though I'm slightly worried that they're underpowered. But
I mean, they just get so destroyed by
preachers. And I'm worried that they don't destroy Prophets enough to counter that. But I don't know. Maybe they work.
It's very hard to use them effectively.
My big fear with them actually is that if someone figures out the formation of putting preachers in front and Prophets in back, like, I don't know what counters that. I think that may just be dominant.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
When's the next tournament?
I think
next week.
So at least I think the counter to that might be more preachers and more Prophets, but
Yeah.
so then it comes down to macro, and that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, this was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
red
found the castle.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though red definitely was like killing a ton of Crusaders down here, it still lost. Okay, so who won that one? Blue is... No, blue lost, so please go easy is going on.
Yep.
Next we have MPCGW. MP-CGW as red and triple C as blue. So blue is triple C and red is MP-CGW. Let's see how we're going. Oh, that was a quick game. So blue just straight up preacher rushed and had better micro, so they were able to more effectively take out the red's preacher before. Actually, it might have just been who moved first. Yeah, it was just who moved first. Awkward. Okay, next game. And in 30 minutes, okay, my computer is slow. Okay, so 2 castles. I think we're gonna see a similar, yeah. So red has it pretty down with like figuring out where the enemy castles are. So red took out 1 castle already, and red has already started building churches. So I put my money on red at the moment. Oh, blue has sent pilgrims to the enemy castle. That was an interesting scenario. Blue had a pilgrim right next to the red castle, so when red attacked the blue pilgrim, it also damaged the castle. That'd be an interesting strat to like surround the enemy castle, so then if they only have preachers, they can't attack your pilgrims.
That surrounding operation is non-trivial.
Fair, yeah. I mean, right now it definitely looks like red is gonna win if they're, but it looks like we're gonna have a timeout, so I'm gonna speed it up a bit.
I think, yeah. Crusaders, I think, are capable of beating creatures. They're just,
So we ended up with the waffle. Who ended up winning this? Red or blue?
That would be blue, right?
No, Z1. Or Z1.
Z1? Oh, that would be red, yeah.
Okay, so red won this one, and blue won the previous one, so triple C is going on. I'm sorry, MPCGW, but you have been eliminated.
No, keep those.
No.
Those are...
Okay. So, next up we have, who is red and who is blue?
Haha, not team leader is red, and pow, exclamation point, is blue.
Okay, so we have a Preacher Rush, and the Preacher Rush beat the Prophet Rush. Okay, so red won that last one, and then next up we have... Okay, so we have another Preacher Rush versus the Prophet Rush, and the Prophet Rush loses again to the Preacher Rush. So, long story short, seems like a well-done Prophet Rush isn't not as good as a Preacher Rush. Okay, those were 2 quick games. It was literally...
Yeah, so haha, not team leader moves on.
Yep.
And now we have
Farmer's Rice.
Farmer's Rice against Second Foundation.
Okay. Second Foundation. Are they... Let's see. Okay, so this game is fairly short. So it looks like Second Foundation is... Or red is sending some preachers in, and red's preachers seem to be doing pretty well. But all of red's units are dead now, so now blue is sending in some units, and blue took out the first castle, but it's kind of just sitting on it. Let's see if blue ends up going for the second castle. So it's 104 turns, so someone has to... blue is now sending units to the second castle, and that is game. Okay, so Second Foundation won that one. And then next up, we have... next up, now Second Foundation is blue. So blue is sending some preachers in again, and they seem to be holding position about halfway down. Interesting. Blue lost, or red won. So second foundation won that one again. So second foundation continues, and we are now done with the round of 32.
Yes.
So now top 16.
Yeah, and also Monad is going to get a bye.
Yep, Monad got a bye. Good luck, or good job, Monad.
Yeah, well done. You got lucky. Cool. Does this look all? No, this looks right. Okay, great. Excellent. Let's make a new column. Cool. So we have our first match, which is going to be Citric Sky against Pigeon Holy Land Principle. Let me give you that URL.
So Citric Sky is red and Pigeon Holy Land Principle is blue. Let's see how they do. Okay, one castle on each side, fairly open. Lots of fuel on this map. Or slightly, especially around castles, there's going to be more fuel. So let's see how this works. Looks like a Preacher Rush. And yeah, the Preacher Rush destroys the castle pretty effectively. Let's look at the next game. Oh, so there's a tiebreaker.
So who's who now?
The flip from before. So it'll be Citric Sky is blue. Citric Sky is blue, and Pigeon Holy Principle is red. Okay.
Oh, Siesta Guru is Monad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Didn't know that.
what sprite is that?
I don't know. It's something.
It's from one of the old Battlecode games. I forget the name. Okay, so again, another... Oh, the Preacher Rush lost. Interesting.
To the Prophets.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I think this would be an appropriate time to start...
It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, red didn't have any... yeah. Okay, so now we go to the tiebreaker. Citric Sky is red and Pigeon Holy Land Principle is blue. So this is a large map, so it might favor Citric Sky since they seem to do better macro. And as long as they can survive the beginning. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Pigeon Holy Land Principle is again going for Pigeon Holy Land Principle is going for the rush, and they won. They killed Citric Sky. So Citric Sky got eliminated by the Preacher Rush. Cool.
So now we have Move Bit, Get Out the Way versus Battered Cod.
Move Bit, Get Out the Way versus Battered Cod. Okay, so... Okay. Crusader Rush.
Wait, sorry, you said who?
Move Bit, Get Out of the Way versus Battered Cod.
Move Bit is red?
Yep, and Move Bit just won. Their Crusader Rush beat the Preacher Rush.
Who's Cod you said was the name?
Battered Cod. So, yeah. It looks like they both focused on getting to the other team first instead of having their Preacher kill the Crusader. So then the Crusader managed to just get across, and then
I see, yeah.
that one Preacher defended against two incoming Preachers, which is interesting.
Is that true? How did that work?
They were clustered, so they got hit by
cool.
splash damage.
Yeah, dangerous.
Yeah. Okay.
Ninja Doggy claims that his Prophet Rush will defeat literally any Prophet Rush.
Any Prophet or Preacher?
Any Prophet, Preacher, or Crusader Rush. Beats any rush. So
we will. Or Ninja Doggy, you got eliminated, right?
Did Ninja Doggy get eliminated?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
No.
Okay, so second match.
This is the second match of Move Bit versus Battlecode.
Yep, and this time the Crusader Rush lost to the Preacher Rush. Same thing as before, didn't attack each other until they were close by, and they built a Prophet instead of a
Group.
Preacher.
Amit wants to know whether we can see our replays if we're not in the top 64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll make everybody's replays public to them. They'll show up in their scrimmage tab. After winning stuff.
Ninja Doggy says that he won versus emoticons and he's not sure what we're talking about, which is entirely possible. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Wait, no, he lost versus emoticons.
Who lost versus emoticons?
Or who won, Ninja Doggy or emoticons?
Emoticons.
Emoticons won.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. We might have misspoke earlier, but Ninja Doggies lost to emoticons.
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
He said K, I guess.
Solid. Moving on.
Cool. Another Crusader Rush, and this time the Crusader Rush wins. Yes. So red won.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's the sprint round.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that much.
Yep.
Okay, so who's continuing? Move bit, get out of the way is going on, and I'm sorry, Battered Cod, but you got defeated.
Yeah. Alright, now we have Branch versus WOPR 101.3.
Branch. These are. Oh wow, this map.
Oh baby.
Whoa, that's a cool
It's
map.
a doggy. Look.
Oh yeah, that is a doggy. I see that, the floppy ears.
Yeah, with the floppy ears. It's,
I mean, it has a couple too many
Okay.
facial features, but otherwise it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has,
These are
like,
the ears.
Yeah.
yeah, and eyes and a nose.
But this
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
it looks kind of like a.
It could be a mouth.
Could be a really deformed doll.
Yeah,
Like, this
yeah.
is the
I
head.
was seeing the doll.
This is the body, and
It
like.
could also be a bunny,
Okay, we should.
and those are the teeth.
There's just too many things coming out of it, the side of its head.
It's a
Yeah.
very cool map, though.
Yeah,
This is okay. So we have
I agree that is a
guys
cool map.
here, guys here. There's no way to get here, so
You can get through with a Crusader only. Only Crusaders can get
Yeah.
through that path, I think. Right?
I
'Cause
think
a Crusader
the-
can make that jump, but only a Crusader can.
No, I thought. Oh yeah. Only a Crusader could make that.
So otherwise, it's going to be a long path around. So this is going to be an interesting map.
This
Only
it's
left 70 turns, though. That's very interesting.
So I
So-
guess really good pathfinding at the beginning.
Oh, Crusaders coming around.
Oh, that is
Oh, which way is it going to go?
tactical.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
My god.
Oh, but they just get past. They just go for the
That's
straight
beautiful.
for the castle.
that was really good.
That was a cool game.
was
Wait, let's.
excellent.
I want to go back and watch that again. That was cool.
So like they send the prophets around, but then they realize that they can. Do you guys do like pre-caching of paths, or did like I'm assuming you weren't able, like
So let's see. So who wins here? Also, so
this was too deliberate for the Crusaders to have known, given their vision, what to do, or I guess they see the entire map.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is very deliberate.
that was a good game.
That was a good game.
So who is blue?
Now,
So
so that blue was WOPR. Now blue is Branch.
Okay, so
Right.
that was a very good game, WOPR.
Very different map.
Yes, very open map.
wait, Korean teams are who?
Blue is now Branch, and red is WOPR. So it just flipped.
Blue is now who?
WOPR.
Blue is now WOPR.
Yeah.
Red is
Branch.
Branch.
Okay. So, red is again going for the Crusaders.
Looks like somewhat effectively.
Yeah, the Crusaders. Yeah, that Crusader Rush won. Okay, so that means WOPR is going to continue to the next round.
Interesting.
Okay. Do you mind putting the next one?
Oh yeah, sorry. So that. Excellent.
3 hours in, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
We can take a break
So
after
now we're at
top 16.
emoticons versus Smite.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I have to go to labs.
Nah.
Oh, that is not the right place.
Are you gonna? Okay,
There we
got
go.
it.
Alright, who's who?
Emoticons versus. Oh shit, I didn't get it.
Emoticons
versus
are red?
Smite.
Emoticons
Yes.
are red. Yeah.
Blue.
Got a bad URL. And
Oh, they're the castles. I was like, where are the castles? But I found them.
Hide.
Alright, so we've got a bit of a profit defense plus some
macro going
pilgrims
on.
versus more macro by red, it looks like. Right, more profits.
That pilgrim
And more
definitely
pilgrims.
doesn't have net positive. Oh, it can hold up to 100 fuel. Okay, so
Yeah.
it has like barely net positive.
It's probably net positive. It's moving 2 squares at a time.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that costs 4 per move. So it probably takes it like 20 each way. So it's like 60 minus the 10 for mana. So it's 50 net positive of 100. That's
It's okay.
something. That's real.
But a castle, castle right there would be super useful.
Yes.
Or church, yeah. It was, yeah. I mean, churches are basically castles, right? At the moment, is there?
The main difference is that they have less health than castles. Castles have 100 health, and church only have 50, I think.
I think we should make castles be able to attack back.
I agree. It would also help deal with rush
Yeah.
issues.
Anyway, just like a weak attack, but like so.
We'll see.
Okay, Ben.
Yeah. Post on the Discord if anybody wants buys for future tournaments. They can just email battlecode-sponsorship at mit.edu.
All right. Oh wait, this is a long one. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit.
Wait, that's not true. Our cheapest monster tier is 3,000.
Okay,
How much is our cheapest sponsor tier?
3,000.
3,000. That's worth it for a lot of buys, right? Like, are the prizes can be more than that, hopefully. I actually know if that's true, but I assume that's true. Yeah, blue is sort of slowly advancing, it seems. We've also got blues be quite a couple of churches, which is very nice.
That was a very heavily edited post.
Yeah.
I think is the no, not a single.
So what's going on here?
Plat.
Over in 10 turns.
35.
Oh, look at this. Wait, we've got
35.
sniping going on, just like completely out of range. He's just getting sniped down.
Slowly, that castle is gonna die in 2 more turns, and that castle is dead.
Wow. Sad.
Sad.
Goodbye, Crowhead.
Wait, how much do you win for like if you win Battlecode, the final tournament? How much do you get?
10k or no 8k? 8k, I think it is.
Okay, so you could have a reduced. It's basically sponsorship, flat sponsorship for only 20k, 25k.
23. Yeah, 27k.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, what are we at? We did Smite just win?
Yep.
No, emoticons just won, right?
Yes, emoticons won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, great. So emoticons moving on.
No,
Smite.
we haven't done the second game yet.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Whatever. Spoilers.
Oh wait, JK. Nope, that was the second game. We're
Oh, that
moving
was the
on.
game? Okay,
Yeah.
we're moving on.
That was the second game? All right.
Moving right along. Has anybody here seen the original Muppet movie from like the 1970s?
No.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh. You have interesting movie tastes.
I do. So this is Please Go Easy against Triple C.
Okay. Okay. Vamos.
Vamos a la playa.
There are 3 castles. Let's see what happens. So, people realize that it wasn't. Oh, so preachers. So blue does not seem to be building any offensive units. They're just kind of gathering fuel and not any carbonite either.
They're also not spending the carbonite, which is interesting.
Maybe it's because they like pre-planned where everything goes.
I don't know.
And then
babies.
I
They're
mean-
gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Let's speed up the game.
Which castle do you think is going to die first?
The blue?
Yeah, which blue castle?
The bottom one.
And now they're slowly making their way.
Still
They're
goes to
snaking.
China.
Wait, why are they snaking?
Inefficiencies?
What's going on there?
Oh, finally. Cool.
Also, Discord is telling me that we only watched one game of the previous match.
I could have sworn we watched two.
Whatever.
Can-
YOLO. Ugh. Everybody's matches will be public afterwards.
That is
So,
true.
We gotta go through it. This is the WRE.
WWE.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one. Excellent. WQXR.
So we have two castles, fairly open map. Let's see how people do. So we have a Preacher Rush. Red has a couple Crusaders. Okay, the Crusader.
You gotta turn 99999. This is cause for high speed.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Wait,
gonna
that's such a nifty coincidence.
like there seems to be a ton of macro, but not.
They actually are going back and forth quite a lot. Like, interesting.
Oh,
But I bet they just can't find the next castle. I bet that's what's gonna happen.
yeah. So this castle got destroyed.
Who's blue here?
By red. Oh,
Oh, so maybe that's why Blue doesn't know where the other castle is because their castle is analogous.
Blue here is
destroyed.
please go easy, right? Is that accurate?
it's the second round.
Yeah, okay, please
Yeah.
go easy.
So I don't know who's gonna win because I don't like both sides have actually quite a lot of overall unit health.
Red could definitely like crush blue if they can move their units.
Yeah, because all Blue's units are too spread out. If Red just went through the bottom towards the castle, I agree there wouldn't be enough in the way to
No,
stop.
also Preacher just melts Crusaders.
Yeah,
But they're trading pretty evenly with the Crusaders seem to be better at attacking at micro than the red.
features.
Yeah. Like yeah, they're doing a large this clump has been steadily decreasing.
Okay, I think we just moved to the end of the game.
It's almost there. It's like 10 more seconds. You have to stop it first. Yep. And then we have it. Blue wins. Okay, so that was blue 1. So now
Please go easy is advancing.
Wait, that was that just one? That was just one game.
That was the
wasn't
second game, right?
no.
Oh, never mind.
Josh, I
Okay.
don't think that's true.
I'm really out of it. Okay,
Wait, no,
let's play the second game.
that was the second game.
That was the second game.
No, that wasn't.
Was that WRV?
No, yeah, that was WRV. So
Okay,
yeah,
that was the second game.
second game.
Great. Okay. Excellent. Now we move on.
Now, so Please Go Easy is going on, and now we have Haha Not Leader.
Yeah. Again,
Uh,
second foundation.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, sad face.
You've kind of got like a skull and crossbones on this map. When you see the skull,
So you're
and
playing
the
6x
bones.
to it.
Okay. Yeah. I see that.
Wait, so who's who?
Red is Haha Not Team Leader, and blue is Second Foundation. So red is doing a Preacher Rush, and red won on the Preacher Rush alone. So now we're switching. So red is now Second Foundation, and blue is
Haha, not team leader.
Haha Not Team Leader. So we start. Blue looks like they win on Preacher Rush. Yeah, blue wins on Preacher Rush. So it looks like Haha Not Team Leader is going. Or no. Yeah. Wait. Who's going home?
Second foundation is
Haha,
going
not team
home.
leader.
Yeah. Who's going on to the next round?
Oh, who's going on? Yeah,
It should be Haha. So Haha Not Team Leader is going on to the next round, and then now we're into top 8.
Okay, let's do it.
Anyone get a buy?
Yes,
Yeah,
Monad got a
gets
bye.
So Monad is propelled by buys into the top 4.
Yeah, Monad's going to be in the top 4. Just FYI.
Excellent. And now we're doing the top 7.
petition that if we start selling these for sponsorships, we should change it to buy like BUY.
Okay, I agree with that.
Wait, Ben, you're assuming we haven't already sold these for sponsorships.
Yes, Monad secretly paid us $20,000 to be the winner of the sprint tournament, even though he only gets $1,000, or he gets $250.
Yeah, depending on how things work out.
First rule of television is you never talk about the money.
It's true.
Guess I'm never going to be on TV.
Isn't this kind of TV?
It's Twitch.tv.
No, it is Twitch.tv.
It's TV. Boys, we did it. We're on TV.
Be the worst streamer ever. Okay, so
we've got-
stuff is happening.
Oh, it looks like Blue's going to
Yeah.
take that just off.
The
Going for
Crusader.
both castles at once.
So this is Pigeon Holy Land Principle on red versus Move Bit. Get out the way. On
So
blue.
MoveBit started with an initial Crusader, but MoveBit MoveBit does this thing where it sends one Crusader and then it sidesteps anything in the way and then it goes directly and then it builds a Preacher, and the Preacher they built was enough to protect that one castle.
Right, because the defense bonus of being able to shoot first is probably
Yeah.
what did that.
And also because they came in a line, so
So they couldn't both attack.
So then
at
this guy
once.
stopped at the end of range, so this guy just kind of
Oh, and took damage with him. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
So that's interesting. So you got a over 2-to-1 ratio just by the fact that one side moved first and didn't micro well.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, micro is really important.
it is very important. It's just interesting how important it is.
This kind of looks like a Power Ranger to me. I'm not sure why, but that's what I think of.
I feel like this is like the start of some spaceship. Like this, like
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like-
a glider. It's a
oh,
spaceship.
like a
yeah, Conway Game of
Gosper,
Life.
Gosper glider type glider, not like
No, yeah. I've been
so-
watching so many Cellular Automata videos. It's great.
Okay, so they're going again for that Crusader, and
And it
looks-
works.
Yeah.
What is the rule set of the map generation Sailor Automata?
what?
What is the rule set of the map generation Sailor Automata?
Let me just tell Twitch what's going on. So MoveBit moved on.
Yep.
right?
MoveBit moved on.
The rule set here it's so basically like this one's not trying to be interesting, it's just trying to condense the noise out into a bunch of like regions and non-regions. So I think it's like if you're alive and have smaller than some number of neighbors, you die, and if you're dead and have above some different number of neighbors, you live.
I see.
It's like that's it. So it's just two
How do you like seed where the
completely random noise,
okay.
and then it just gets reflected.
Okay. Do you only do horizontal and vertical reflection, or do you do radial as well?
Just horizontal.
Just sort of. Yeah.
We'll actually only do vertical, and then we transpose the map
Oh, like you
every other time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is only one. How do you decide castle's location then?
Oh, Josh, do you get on Twitch? Oh, I see. You realize that I'm incompetent at putting this in, so you're doing it
Or
for
like
me.
I can copy paste it, so
I see.
I have an advantage.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, so we have
A preacher versus prophet.
oh,
and
the
prophets.
prophet wins.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we know that prophets are designed somewhat as a counter to preachers, so we should expect prophets to
Yeah.
generally win against preachers
But
with good micro.
okay, previously preachers had won, like a preacher prophet
Let's
rush.
move along.
Yeah.
We're nearly done.
Nah, we're not.
We have like what 10 more games?
Way more.
I mean, we're about to enter top 4 after we finish this. We have
Yeah.
2 more games into the top 4.
Yeah. Well, a game is 3. Well, a match is 3 games.
Fair.
Yeah.
Start. Okay, so Crusader defense. Oh,
Crusader
attack.
rush. That'll be quite effective against those prophets.
Interesting. Okay, wait. This was who v who?
This was WPR versus emoticons.
So WPR continues.
No, it's flipped. It's I think this
Emoticons continues.
Is, no. It's neither. It's I think we need a tiebreaker, right?
Oh, is
wait.
it?
Scroll up. Yeah, we need the tiebreaker.
Oh, never mind. Okay,
Um,
time.
Okay.
So let me give it to you.
I like both of these teams. They're both very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Alright, so we've got
preacher
prophets versus
versus
preachers.
prophets.
Prophets win.
Prophets win. Okay.
So
How do you guys decide whether to build a Preacher or a Crusader? Because in the last game, you guys built a Crusader.
That's a good question. I don't know how they do that. So that's emoticons moves on.
Yeah, emoticons moves on, and sadly, WOPR is eliminated. Let's get the next game up. What are people saying on Discord?
Yeah, so Blue won that game,
Yeah.
so okay, great. So that means that emoticons is moving on. Excellent.
Yes. I put that in the Twitch.
Cool. So now we have Please Go Easy versus Haha Not Team Leader.
Okay, 3 castles. Not super rush friendly, but so we have a Preacher.
Blue is successful with the
Preacher rush versus mostly a defensive macro.
Well, there was also there were some defensive creatures as well that got.
Okay. Yeah. I saw a Crusader up here, but the Crusader wasn't able to do much.
You use some mix.
Okay, so next game. Another 3 map. Interesting. This one's much more open.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, registration is definitely broken.
Oh,
And now it just goes on to the end. I assume
it
nothing
shouldn't be
happens.
any different, but I'll look into that.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Red
I assume
ones.
red wins that.
Yeah. So then, who goes on?
Haha, not team leader goes on. I think.
Yep.
Okay.
And Monad gets the bye, so we're in top 4.
Yeah, baby. You can look on the Discord to see exactly who is in the top 4. So that would be round 8, I believe. Yeah.
Wait, Discord. Okay. We can also just list them
Yeah.
because there's only literally 14.
So it's Move Bit, Get Out of the Way, Emoticons, Haha Not Team Leader, and Monad. So our first match is going to be Move Bit, Get Out the Way versus Emoticons. And here it is.
Wait, move bit, get out the way versus emoticons.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Move it, get out of the way. So, okay. Interesting. This is a very closed off map with 3 different ones. Lots of pockets in here.
Pockets.
Zoom. Give it a zoom. Zoom.
Zoom.
All right. Let's take a look at what's going to happen here. Only 36 rounds.
It
Interesting.
has to be a rush then. So, we have a Crusader rush. Crusaders kill that guy. Crusaders.
Oh, look at that! That Crusader versus all of these prophets that were just. Look at that!
Why didn't the prophets kill it?
Because they were too close. They were inside the range.
Oh, so the Crusader followed the prophets in.
Oh, that's so nice.
Put them in the corner and then killed the castle first because they knew the prophets couldn't do anything, and then killed the prophets.
That's excellent.
That's so brutal.
That is really good. Okay, next
Wow.
is
So that was Move Bit, Get Out of the Way. Now we have Emoticons as red in this next game.
okay. So very open, different map than last
If
time.
Blue wins, then Move Bit, Get Out of the Way moves on to the finals.
So Movebit is again doing. Oh, but now
He's
it
chasing.
follows in instead of staying. So he's effectively.
I don't understand why he's not going any more quickly though. Like,
Yes, does he have to?
I guess he doesn't, but like he could be moving 3 at a time and closing distance would be what I would do. But so that does go to show that Crusaders can be very effective against prophets with good micro, right? Like if you've got that micro and you could hold yourself close
So
to them.
right now it looks like Red has a much better macro going on. It has 4 pilgrims doing stuff versus the 2 from.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day it's going to come down to.
Well, it's only 13, 15 more turns, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, does Red just come behind and?
I think that looks like that's what's happening.
Yeah, Red comes behind and then just kills it. Oh, Red. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to be move bit, move out the way.
No,
move
so
bit,
that
gets
was a
out the way.
tie.
No, is that a tie? I thought move bit 1.
Yeah, that's a tie. So
Move it- move
because Emoticons just won that one.
Oh, you're right.
So now we're gonna do our tiebreaker where Move Bit's gonna be red again. Ooh, big open map.
Big open map. Same
You
thing.
would think this would favor Emoticons, kinda, but we don't quite know. Oh yeah, got him. Look at that, beautiful. It executed the strategy perfectly. Okay, so Move Bit, Get Out of the Way is going on to the finals. Excellent. Wow, that was.
And now
nice.
for the second bracket, it's going to be Monad versus Monad is blue,
Yeah,
and
because
Haha no team leader as red.
Yeah.
Haha is
Red.
You know, for all the seeding troubles, I actually think that the teams in the top 4 are probably
Good.
like, yeah,
the right teams.
some of the top. Maybe not the exact top 4 teams, but they make sense to me.
Preacher Rush.
versus. Oh, so the prophets get there first and just
The preachers also took a very long
path
around, so they went over the top instead of through the shorter path. And then we also
that is Monad won that round.
Yep, Mona won that round. Much bigger map. Castle here, so 2 castles that are fairly close to each other.
And far apart on the map. So we've got again a preacher rush versus prophets.
The preachers seem to be pretty effective against the. That preacher isn't attacking that prophet.
Strange. Maybe that preacher can't see anything.
I should have been able to see it. Like.
No, it's further than 4 units away, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Or something.
1, 2, 3. No.
3, 4, and a bit. 4 and a bit.
Okay. Yeah. So then.
So I think that preacher was just lost. Just didn't know what to do at that point.
Yeah.
Should have castle talked. So who won that round?
Monad won it. So now we're going into finals. It's the last match. It's going to be red is a move bit, and then blue is Monad.
Is this just 3 as well, or is this 5 or something, or just
It's still 3.
still 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Nathaniel responded regarding why the preacher didn't go on. It's apparently old code and just did went to the first castle, just didn't go on to the second one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then
All right. So who's who?
red is move bit, and blue is Monad. Okay, so
We've got a bit of a
Crusader
Crusader
Rush, and the Crusader Rush seems to be
petered out because the prophets were effective in countering.
yeah.
And now I think red is screwed. Got a lot bearing down, and
Yeah, red seems to not have built any more units. Red is also not mining. Are they? Like, their carbonite isn't going up.
yeah, it's weird.
I guess red didn't implement their mining code? I'm not entirely sure.
So now it's just a matter of time before they find red, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to
Is this
figure
the
out.
first or the second match?
This is the first match. D-Man putting the second one up.
Alright, so blues, that is Monad is going to win that.
Yep. And then we have so now red is Monad and blue is move bit. So blue, the Crusaders. Okay, so let's just, since that was the final round, let's just watch it in slow-mo. Okay, so we started with a Pilgrim, then a Prophet. So blue is doing this
The
Crusader.
Red is taking out is mostly prophets, but also a Crusader.
So they can't jump over this, right? Yeah, they can't jump that distance.
Yeah, I mean a Crusader can jump the first, like one of those square. Like a Crusader can jump 2 squares, so
Yeah. Okay, so
can jump a little bit,
they
but-
jumped 2 here. So red
Yeah.
seems to be having a much. They're actually using the 3 jump from the Crusaders.
okay, so Red's Crusader is already starting to get attacked by that prophet.
Their Crusader retreated instead of attacking.
That's interesting. I'm not sure why they do that.
So now
Now the
that
prophets
Prophet
are
is-
attacking each other. The Crusader, I guess, just cares more about getting into distance of the prophet than it does about the other Crusader.
Yeah, I think these Crusaders are just trying to rush the castle.
Interesting.
So they don't care about anything else, and they're just like going full speed in there.
So now there's a question of why is this? Oh, did that creature have to damage itself? No, I guess maybe not.
attacked
It
right-
might be ground attack somewhere else. Like
Yeah,
that.
attacked right there.
But now it's going to be screwed because of the prophets that it can't see.
Yeah. So those prophets. So this Crusader is just hanging out here, right? Like it could have moved closer.
And now it will. Maybe it was waiting for that to die before.
Yeah, and then now it's just the Crusader comes in and finishes it off.
And the profits too, probably.
Actually, this Crusade. Oh, yeah, okay, there. Yeah,
And
no.
that'll be it.
Cool.
So
And
Monad takes the cake.
Monad takes the cake.
Alright. Yeah, congrats on that. That's pretty nifty.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna stop streaming. Anything else we need to say on stream? We will have the full bracket soon. We will. All of your games will be public soon. And yeah. Good job, guys.